My neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way, and who that fella was who came by yesterday. I quickly turn my face before I start to blush, 'cause frankly there is nothing I can say. I've always had a thing for pushing the extremes, and I just got a thing you won't find in the magazines. This molded silicone has got me begging, please give me more of what I really need, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the lube and slam the day away. My shaft is quivering and my balls are turning blue as I think of drinking in a foot or even two of my favorite stallion that I keep in my top drawer. Slip it in and I'll be dripping goo as I take more cock, horse cock. Shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside a sock. Don't stop now, horse cock. Stretch out my insides and make me bray. My lovely horse cock, horse cock. Shoot the doop dup 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 down on a horse cock, my horse cock. Ya da 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 ya da 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 da.
Woo! That was Horsecock by Pepper Coyote. A primetime staple. It's how we like to kick off our primetime streams. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully you're having a lovely Friday. Before that, we were listening to a little bit of the Twilight Symphony by Zero, a.k.a. Zelda Reorchestrated, before Nintendo shut down Zelda Reorchestrated. They used to reorchestrate a whole bunch of Zelda music, and then they started this massive project with the Twilight Symphony, raised money for it, all this jazz, a number of years ago, 6-7 years ago, whatever it was, and they completed it, and Nintendo let them release it and sell it for a little bit, and then they kind of shut it down. But so you heard a little remastered with actual instruments and all that jazz. We did the intro music, and then we did Hyrule Field theme. So I'm a big Zelda guy, so I'm actually thinking that I might go through a bunch of Zelda reorchestrated music on future streams. I'm not gonna lie, I have bias to Zelda. We're not just gonna always listen to Zelda music to kick off a stream, but I like Zelda, so why not? That being said, how are you guys doing? I am here. I am Nathaniel Janc. This is Nintendo Prime. We haven't done a live stream in a while. I haven't been doing a lot of videos, to be honest, just because things are obviously funky right now in the world, and obviously it affects my home. I am homeschooling all three of my kids, so that really affects my Monday through Friday now because I have to be a teacher. My time I used to spend while they were at school doing this, I have to do being a teacher. I have to be a teacher. So there's that, because I have the most teaching experience between Yuli and I, because I actually used to do some after-school teaching, so I kind of know what I'm doing a little tiny bit. But more than that, there's obviously just a lot going on in the world. If you guys pay attention on Twitter, there's a potential chance that there's a COVID case in my house right now. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say how bad it is. I'm not going to really talk about it too much, other than they've been tested, and it's going to be, probably another couple days before we have an answer back. Personally, I don't think it actually is COVID, but it was enough for them to want to take a test. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't want to scare anyone or anything like that. Everyone's going to be fine in this house. I'm not worried about it. The person already feels like they're getting a little better. So it is what it is. That being said, we have two things that you could super chat / donate or whatever for tonight. One of them is obviously if you would like any music requests, in particular Nintendo music that isn't Pokemon. Any sort of Nintendo music you guys want to request, you can do so for as little as $1 super chat or whatever. And I'll play it. Another thing is I need to get rid of my booze today. All of this booze has to go. We have a family member staying with us who is on a no drinking order, and that means I cannot have alcohol in the house. So that means there's two ways I could get rid of this booze. I could just dump it all out, be responsible, or I could do one final stream and see if we could possibly get rid of all of it. And I basically do a shot of stuff for any super chat, any donation. Anything that's like basically $5 and under gets the wine shot. And then we'll get into the hard stuff with the $10 and up, super chats, donations, whatever. I don't know. Crazy. I got to get rid of all my booze tonight. So let's see how this goes, shall we? I don't know if I'm going to get rid of any of it. Maybe I'll end up dumping it out at the end of the stream, but it is what it is. The tequila. Yeah, tequila's still not coming out without a crazy amount of moolah, Corey, because tequila does some nasty things to me, as people on this channel have seen me in the past have a little bit of tequila on a stream before. So enjoy. This will be the last stream that I will be having drinks on for quite some time, because I just can't have this stuff in the house anymore. So it is what it is. Let's see here. Let me give a shout out to everyone who's here in the chat. We got Ultimate Keymaster here, Caleb Pinkston, J-Lo. Haha. J-Lo. I love Jennifer Lopez. I know that's not who you are, but I love Jennifer Lopez. A Sweet Life of Dio Brando. Ariel Lazarus is here. Mitchell Clybourne. Corey Bohm. Gerdios. Jacob Moretta. Let's see here. Seguin the Pikachu fan. Joel Putz. Joy-Con Nation. Let's see. Scrolling on down. I think that's everyone. Everyone in the chat, anyways. If you would like a shout out and you're watching and you're not in the chat, just say something and I will try to shout you out as you pop up in the chat. But no promises. If things get really nuts tonight, and we have 50, 60, 70, 100 people watching and the chat's going nuts, I don't know what else to do. Joel Putz, I'm really sorry, obviously, that you have the virus. Anyone else who's suffering from it or has family members suffering from it, I apologize. I'm not really apologize. I mean, I offer my thoughts and I guess my prayers. I know some people think that stuff doesn't help, and that's fine. But it is what it is. I can't fix it. Nobody really can. You just gotta kind of go through it and hope that you don't get the really, really bad side effects of it. All right. So we're doing a Q&A tonight. So all you have to do is, hey, we have a $10 Canadian. It'll tell me in a moment how much that is. A $10 Canadian super chat from Corey Bohm. Thank you so much, Corey. You're awesome. It's going to tell me how much, but I'll give you some Maker's Mark here, huh? We'll do a little shot of Maker's Mark for you to kick off the stream, because why not? And don't worry, I got my water at the ready. This is, you hear that? That's 64 ounces of pure water. Well, ice water. Which, ice is water, so pure ice water. So there's the rest of the Maker's Mark for you, Corey. I know that that's not exactly $10. I think there it is. It's $7.04. Do I have the event stuff muted? I hope I don't have it muted. I didn't even hear it. I think it shouldn't be muted. So hopefully the alert box stuff is it making noise for you guys? I hope it is. Anyways, cheers, man. Thank you so much. I'll give you credit for it just because, hey, it's Canadian. I can't blame the Canadians for their money being worth less than the United States money, even though we're just printing more money to hand to people right now. Cheers, man. Ho ho! Ha ha! Well, that is the end of the Maker's Mark. Let's see here. This is a Q&A. You guys can basically just ask me a bunch of questions. Ping me in the chat. If you don't ping me in the chat, I'll still try to get to your question, but no guarantee. As I said, if the chat gets going really fast, I will, I probably have to restrict it to just people who super chat and or, pinged me in the chat by @Nintendo Prime. What's up, Corvin? Corvin Ciota? I probably butchered that, but welcome. Thank you guys so much. Joke here 4754 is here as well. Awesome. So guys, you got any questions? Whatever. We can talk about gaming, talk about life, talk about whatever you guys feel like talking about. Obviously, I put up a video today about Nintendo and the Switch shortage. It's not just here. It's Japan. It's the UK. Probably other countries as well. Those are just the only ones I can confirm are having shortages. So Corey Bohm's asked me, do I have all 6 fruit? He's talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons. No, I have coconuts, oranges, and pears. So I guess 3 of the 6. I mean, I have bamboo, but that's not considered a fruit. Or is that one of the 6? I have no idea. I think that's more of a wood. Is this a question? I don't know. Is it? Talk about pizza. I mean, what am I going to talk about pizza? I can talk about pizza all day. My kids want a pizza making Play-Doh set, which I don't know. I never understood Play-Doh set things because when I was a kid, right, I had some Play-Doh sets that you can make like spaghetti and all this stuff with. Let's just be honest. All the Play-Doh ends up mixed together. You end up never using the Play-Doh things the way that they're intended to be used. We end up breaking them, and then the Play-Doh gets tossed out because we leave it out and it dries out. So I don't know. They want this like $200 pizza maker thing, and I'm just like, why? I mean, I guess sometimes it's better than them always asking for video games, but joke here. At Nate, you got to at Nintendo Prime it, but it's cool. I see your question. Do you think there will be another Nintendo holiday title besides Mario? Yes. I actually have a video. It's being conceptualized. I have some notes. But yes, assuming the Mario rumors are real, I think there will be a different holiday title because I don't think any of the games in that rumor, whether it's an All-Stars package of the games together, whether it's 3D World or even the new Paper Mario, I don't think any of those would be considered a big holiday title. I think those are all filler games. Paper Mario has always been a filler game, but the rest just being remasters and stuff, I think that's just all filler content. That's just content you throw out there because you need content. That's not something that is going to combat things like an Xbox release or a PlayStation 5 release or the fact that The Last of Us 2 has been remastered or The Last of Us 2 or whatever has been pushed back and will now probably end up being a PlayStation 5 launch game. Like, Nintendo needs a heavy hitter this holiday. None of those games, although they'll probably sell well, are, in my opinion, a big holiday title. So I think it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2. Even though I've spoken in the past saying that it's probably 2021, and it probably is a 2021 title, I get this feeling that Breath of the Wild 2, the sequel, whatever they end up calling it, is going to be ready because they're using the same engine, they're using the same visuals. They don't have to spend all this time making that new engine and working on the visuals per se. It should be a lot quicker turnaround time than Breath of the Wild was. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's what I think is going to hit this holiday. Don't know for sure. But stay tuned on a video where I go into some more details on why I think that to be the case. Hey, what's up, baby? Shout out to Yulia in the chat. My love. Let's see here. Removing Limiters is here as well. Welcome. What do we got for questions here? Do you believe a legendary Link? Welcome to the stream. He says, do you believe the Mario rumors are real? Do I believe they're real? Yes. Yes, I do. They come from enough credible sources that I believe they're real. That's all I have to say on that front, I suppose, unless you have any specific questions about specific games in there. And Corey, since Yulia's kind of sort of watching the stream, I don't know how much she's watching it. She has the Switch and could be playing Animal Crossing right now. I'd have no idea. So maybe you could talk to her to go on my account so you can visit the island. Because she has to go on my account, go to the thing, invite you in, send me a code so I can send it to you, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. Yeah, we have 3 different fruits that we still need on our island. So, did anyone get the RE3 remake? Not me. I did not get it. Removing Limiters says, do you feel the cough may end up rushing an all-digital future? COVID-19. I do not think that COVID-19 is going to usher in an all-digital future. We were already heading towards digital being the dominant force over physical for a while, but as like Animal Crossing sales proved in Japan, physical is very much the dominant force still. So I don't think it's going to rush forward an all-digital future for games. If nothing else, this should have been a great time for game streaming services, and instead people are going out to retail stores and buying things in person, like game consoles and Switches. So clearly, that is still the preferred way to game. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I think digital will continue to grow, and maybe it'll have a big growth year this year, but I don't think it's going to ever be, well, I shouldn't say ever, but I don't think it's going to be for a while the primary method under which people game. I think physical will still outpace digital for probably another 5 or 6 years, because you got to remember, the limiting factor isn't that we have to stay home. The limiting factor is people's internet. Most people don't have super fast internet. And that's the number one issue. People still deal with bandwidth caps. People still have, limits on how much they can download. A lot of people on DSL, which, let's just be honest, DSL is not fast enough for an all digital future. Maybe it's fast, it is fast enough for Netflix, I suppose, but it's not fast enough for gaming. So it's just one of those situations where we are not at a point that really, really fast internet, even cable speed internet, is in enough homes to make that more viable. Let's see here. I have a title for Breath of the Wild 2, The Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Reawakened. You never know. So basically pulling Majora's Mask by making a sequel fast with old assets. Yeah, I mean, they had to make new assets too, Caleb Pinkston, for Majora's Mask. It's a bit of a misnomer. It took more than a year to make Majora's Mask. It kind of, people always tout it as the 1 year wonder, but it did take them almost 2 years to make that game. But yeah, I think the turnaround for Breath of the Wild, it'll be 3 years of development at this point. Is going to be decently fast compared to most Zelda games. What's up? Jinakuri _89. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. Eric Popwich is here as well. Thank you. Was playing Mario Sunshine today. It definitely needs work. Well, they're remastering it, so we'll see what kind of work they put into it. If they add any new content or make any fixes or whatever. Jacoby Moretta, welcome. He says, my biggest fear for Breath of the Wild 2 is that we already visited all the locations, and we might not get new places, and also the quest might not be as good, and I fear the game will not be as good as the first one. Well, fear of the game not being as good as the first one, I think, is always a legit concern. Obviously, I can point to Majora's Mask, where people said, how could you release a sequel that's, made so quickly to the greatest game of all time in Ocarina of Time? And then a lot of people preferred Majora's Mask over Ocarina of Time. Even to this day, people prefer Majora's Mask over Ocarina of Time. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think there's going to be new places. They're not just going to make us sit in the same Hyrule all game. There's going to be new places. The only trailer we've seen was a new place. So the game's going to be chock full of new places. They might even let us go beyond the current boundaries of Hyrule. They could take us off to an island. We don't know what's going to happen. We have no clue what's going to go on with this game. I think there'll be some familiar locations, but I think there's going to be an expanded world beyond what we've already seen in the original Breath of the Wild. But we'll see. I mean, obviously, there's always a worry that any new Zelda game, whether it's Breath of the Wild 2 or anything, whatever they make, you can even talk about Link's Awakening if you want. Like, is it as good as Breath of the Wild? No. But, it's a very different kind of game. So I guess it's easier to not draw that direct comparison. But, yeah, there's always going to be the debate, what's better, Breath of the Wild 2 or Breath of the Wild? But, I mean, we can't really begin that debate until we actually see more of the game than just what it looked like, one area, one section, one cutscene or whatever. Let's see. Sonic Man the Best says, I remember reading. Oh, hold on, Sonic. Wait a second. We have a song request by Joke here 4754. Thank you so much for your $3 super chat. Let me get that song here for you queued up. I got to actually turn down the volume here so it doesn't overwhelm things. Sandswept Rooms, gotcha. All right, gotcha. Let me know if that volume's good or if you need me to turn it up more. I am going to get that shot in for you because I got to get rid of all this. I told you guys, this is it. Tonight's the night. Whatever does not get drank on the stream, I am dumping down the drain because I cannot have booze in the house for a little while. So, let's go. Let's have a strong night tonight and finish off I have very little of a stash over here. Thank you for that, though. All right. Thank you, Joke here. All right, so let me get back up to Sonic Man here. Hopefully that's good news. I remember reading in one of the Zelda games that Kingdom of Hyrule was a country. So imagine if the country, Hyrule, and the Mushroom Kingdom were on the same planet. All right. No problem removing limiters. allegedly is the key word. It's not really related, but if we delete a message, would the text on screen do in the stream? I have no idea. I actually don't know, to be honest. I know they made a new assets, but the base code and most of the mechanics were the same, aside from the mask mechanics. I mean, yeah, but people love Majora's Mask. Here's the thing, Caleb. Like, people loved Majora's Mask, and personally, I think it's a vastly superior game to Ocarina of Time. So it's like, I'm totally cool if they Majora's Mask this SOB. Just to be completely honest. Good song choice, by the way, Joe Kira. All right, we got some more questions. Anyone? There's a whole... I guess I could just find something to talk about until more questions come in. Abel Diaz Urbina. Hi, Nate. Are you excited for Bravely Default 2? Yeah, I'd say I'm decently excited for Bravely Default 2. I haven't played the demo yet. I know there's a demo out. I haven't played it yet. Mostly because I've been consumed with Animal Crossing. But yeah, I'll probably dive into the demo once I finish off Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm still working on that. Once I polish that game off, I'll probably dive into that demo just to give it a try. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I enjoyed the first Bravely Default. Obviously, I enjoyed Octopath Traveler is made by the same team, so I really enjoyed that. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. Is that Raphael in the background? Right there. Well, that's a Raphael Pez dispenser, if that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about back here, let's see. I have a Donatello, which you can't see. It's just off camera. I have another Donatello. Donatello used to be my favorite Ninja Turtle. So I've got two Donatellos that are both of them are off camera though. There's a Raphael in the good perceptive eye, by the way. There's a Spaceman version of Raphael in that Game Boy mug. And there is let's see if you can see it on camera. You can. There is a Leonardo back there that's even more easy to see next to the Pikachu lunchbox. And then above that, there is, I think that's Toka. I can't remember. It's Toka or Razor. I can't remember. But I have one of them there as well. The only Ninja Turtle I don't have, I think, right now is a Michelangelo. I had a Michelangelo somewhere that was eating pizza. But all those toys, by the way, are from the 90s. They're classics. I'm sure if I still had them in their original packaging, they'd actually be worth something. But let's see here. How many villagers do I have? 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to think where I put the houses. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6, I think, as of today. I think a new one moved in today. So 6, I'm pretty sure. 6 villagers. Hopefully 7 tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know how many villagers I'm going to add to the island. I'm just going to keep adding. I'm just going to keep reserving land and keep adding villagers because I can. Just make it into a bustling city. Let's see here. I think Majora's Mask is the better game myself. I was just saying that maybe we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 so fast. Not saying it's the sole reason, just food for thought. Yeah, probably. Am I going to get Xenoblade Definitive or too much of a time sink as you're already playing Animal Crossing? I haven't even beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Then again, it's kind of okay not to beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and beat Xenoblade Chronicles, because I never beat the original Xenoblade Chronicles. So beat the new definitive edition one with the new content, beat that, and then go back and finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because they do have interconnected stories. Even though you can play them completely independent and be fine, there are some connections between Xenoblade Chronicles, the first game, and the second game. So it's tough because it is a big time sink. But we'll see. Right now there's not a whole lot coming to Switch, so we'll see. I got to finish off a lot of 2019 games still, but if I finish off the 2019 games and then I'm like, oh man, I don't really have much to play, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and I'll probably end up giving away a copy of that game the month it comes out too. But yeah, just something to think about. Let's see here. Just give us a Zelda game where they get cars. Oh God, no thanks. I'll pass on that. I don't even like the motorcycle that much, to be honest. What do you think the release date / window for Bravely Default 2 to be? Good question. I assume sometime this summer. With COVID and everything, maybe it'll be August, like late summer. That's kind of my guess right now. Late summer, August-ish. I think it's mostly a timing thing. I think you got to remember, like, everything in the video game industry is basically delayed right now. Like, so many games are delayed. So we'll see what happens, but I'm thinking late summer. Somehow my Microsoft rumored to buy the license for Metal Gear Solid and more got like 145 views. Is that a lot of views for you, Sonic Man? I never know what's a lot of views for other people. Like, for me, that wouldn't be that much. That would actually be a really poor video for me. Not that I don't have videos that get really poor views, let me tell you. My video yesterday is like just cracked barely 600 views, which that's not a lot of views for a channel my size. But then, I got 3.8K on the PlayStation 5 thing, 3.1K on the Mario thing. So, like, I'm doing good. 2.3K on the Direct Mini. Blah, 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 blah. I got over 500 on today's video. That'll probably crack 1,000. So, my videos are doing all right. They're doing all right. But, yeah. I have no idea what rumor you're talking about, Sonic Man, because I've been busy homeschooling my kids all week. I barely have paid attention to gaming news this week. You've no idea. I have 3 kids at 3 different grade levels at 3 different schools. So it's a really big pain in the butt because nothing's the same between any of the schools or any of the grades or any of the teachers. Everything's different. Everything's unique. So I have to deal with that fact. And it's a pain in the butt. So I'm barely able to keep up with that right now, let alone all the gaming news out there. So I have no clue what rumor you're talking about beyond what I just read in the chat. How do you feel about the half-baked 2K support with no full game on any cartridge for the collections? Oh, the collection was announced. It sucks, but what did you expect? We don't get the full game with NBA 2K. So what did you expect? I'm just being completely honest. Like, it's expected. They're just doing what a lot of third-party companies do, including themselves. It's not really, we can call it half-baked. It's one of those things that I hate, right? I hate that companies release games that don't fully fit on the cartridge, even though there's cartridge sizes that could fit them. I get why they do it. I get how expensive the cartridges are. But it's still a situation where I don't like it. I hate it. But what are we going to do because they keep doing it? Am I just supposed to not buy the game? I don't know. I've got like a 512 gigabyte or whatever memory card, and I only have 144 gigs left on it. That'll probably be full before the end of the year. And I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. It's mind-boggling to me that companies do it, but I don't know. I mean, we're in an era where like Call of Duty has a 100 gigabyte update on PlayStation 4. So this isn't even really a Switch issue at this point. This is a gaming issue. It was just a Switch issue, but with game updates and like it's a gaming issue. Everything is massive and requires all these huge downloads. So, yeah. Let's see here. It was Sony first. Let me see here. I doubt that. Remember when there was a rumor Microsoft would buy Silent Hill PT? It was Sony first, but Konami declined that it was even happening. The Microsoft came into the news. They supposedly already got the license. Yeah, we'll see about that. This for me means no support. I'm not going to buy it. There is no excuse. That's cool. I mean, so you can stand by your principles. That's fine. It's something that I get why people are upset. I've complained about this in the past. If you guys go back to some of my early videos in 2017, 2018, I complained about games not being fully on the cartridge and how, especially for games that we had a big enough cartridge size available, 32 gigs is big enough for most of the games. And then you see a company like CD Projekt Red and the studio they use to port The Witcher 3 fit the entirety of The Witcher 3 into a 32 gigabyte cartridge. It's like, why can't more companies emphasize this? But they just don't. And to be honest, they're not doing it on PlayStation and they're not doing it on Xbox either, because you'll put the disc in and you'll install off the disc and then you'll have a mandatory day one update that's another 20, 30, 40 gigs. So it's like, it's not just, Nintendo. I think that's the thing. It's such a big issue across the entire industry. Long gone seem to be the days where you put your cartridge in, you put your disc in, and even today you put your disc in, install the game off the disc, and play, because you got to update, and the updates are huge. So it sucks, but that's the way the whole industry is right now. If nothing else, it's actually further of a push to an all-digital future, because obviously you're downloading everything digitally if you're all digital anyway. So what's it matter? So I understand not supporting it. That's fine. Unfortunately, fortunately, I suppose, not enough people think like you, because if enough people did think like you and didn't buy the games, the issue isn't going to solve itself. If you don't buy the games, they're just going to stop bringing you the games. They're not going to change their policy. So that's kind of what the crappy part about, I'm just not going to support it, so I'm not going to buy the games, because there's no excuse. It's also one of those, if you don't buy the games, we're just not going to get the games. If enough people don't buy the games, they just won't bring them anymore. They're not going to suddenly put it all on a card. You could not buy the game because of X, Y, and Z and be perfectly legitimate reasons, but hey, I want to buy your games, but I want them all on the cartridge. But you know what they see? If enough people believe that and don't buy it, you know what they see? Man, nobody on Switch is buying these games. We're just not going to give them these games anymore. They don't see, oh man, people are buying these games because of X, Y, and Z. They're saying, oh, people are buying these games because they don't want the games. That's all they see. They see dollar signs. You remove the purchasing of those games, you remove those games from the platform. Unfortunately. I'm not knocking what you're doing. Stand by your principles. It's great. It's just that's not the message they're going to get if enough people are like you and don't buy the games because of it. That won't be what they get out of it. They get nobody wants the game, or not enough people want the game, so we're not going to do it anymore. Anyone want some kids? Aren't they fun today, hun? See, you got to take a nice 6-hour nap. Aren't they a joy? I love my kids, but they are a handful. They can be a big handful. Let me see. Caleb picks up. It depends on the game. A game like LA Noire I can understand, but then some games like Doom I ask, would it really hurt your sales to put extra money in a cart? They did it for The Witcher. The Witcher was condensed down, too, to fit on that cart. But EA Insider Info, guys, we need to come up with a better excuse to not support the Nintendo Switch. So what could we say, Bob? I like that idea. We will go with the games tasting badly. Great job, guys. Oh, man. Removing limiters says they could have pulled what Doom did, single player on cartridge, multiplayer on digital. Then I wouldn't care. Eventually servers will be gone. I know. But they didn't. And there's going to be a ton of games today that aren't playable without the updates. And when the updates aren't available to download anymore, the games won't be playable when you buy them brand new. And that's on PlayStation 4. That's what I'm saying. This isn't even just a Switch issue. This is literally a gaming issue now. It used to just be a Switch issue. Now it's... I don't know what to tell you. It's very rare to buy a game for Xbox, PlayStation 4, or Switch, put the disc in, put the cartridge in, on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, let it finish installing, and then you can just play. It's so rare that that's the case. There's almost always mandatory updates. So I don't know. At this point, I don't know what to tell you. This is just the way gaming is, and it's going to be. If you own a Switch, just buy Nintendo games because they seem to be the ones that let you just play out the gate. But everything's going this route. I hate it, but I don't know what to do about it because it's either I don't play video games or I play video games and deal with it. The annoyance sucks, but I'd rather play the game than not. Does that make sense? Like, it's not a big enough annoyance to make me not play video games. Let's see here. I hope future press releases the Animal Crossing New Horizons guide soon. They always have some awesome guides. Yeah, they do. I see and hear what you're saying. Well, literally every other game is the same way. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to point out. Like, it's like every game. That's like that. Kids are gonna drive us crazy soon. I hear you, hun. The kids, they've been driving me nuts all day, and obviously we know Melody has been super difficult the last few days. Not gonna get into why, but our daughter's been pretty difficult the last couple of days, and it's just things are crazy. This homeschooling thing, let me tell you, I want the next school year to get here so they can go back to school. Anyways, you guys got any more questions? The floor is open. I am surprisingly keeping up with the chat today. I'm not getting too far behind. Probably because I'm not on any long-winded tangent. Getting off track and stuff. Remember, folks, this is the last stream probably for the year, looking at the calendar right now. Maybe till Christmas. Where you could super chat and donate, and I will do shots of stuff because I need to get rid of all of this today. So I either do it on stream or I pour it down the drain after the stream. So remember, as little as $1 gets a little shot in my belly. You can also request music and all that jazz as well. You don't have to, of course. I'm okay dumping this down the drain, but since it's here, it'd be good to use it. I got some Jameson triple distilled Irish whiskey here. We got some 99 root beer, and obviously some wine to get rid of, some pink Moscato wine. Get rid of tonight. And I don't know how much longer the stream's going for. I mean, it might only go for like another half hour, another 40 minutes. Basically till the kids are in bed. Then I'm going to go probably play some Animal Crossing with Yulia or something. Let's see here. Last physical game you bought was Splatoon 2 when it came out because I found a really good price. Nice, Amade. That's cool. Last physical game I bought was... I'm looking at my batch because I bought a bunch at once. Probably... No, actually it was Breath of the Wild. I rebought Breath of the Wild. I bought it secondhand, though, for like $20. So... Because I wanted a physical copy of Breath of the Wild again. It's just nice to look back and see I actually have some physical games. I used to have a pretty big physical game Switch collection. I think I had over like 30 physical Switch games. And then hard times hit and I got rid of a lot of my stuff, but slowly building it back up. A bit rough right now, though. Whew. It's rough for everyone out there right now, though. So, do you believe the world will be different, like they are saying after this? I mean, there'll be some differences. There'll be some food chains won't survive this. There's going to be some food chains that go out of business. There's going to be some businesses that straight up go out of business. Sonic Man the best with the $2 super chat. I know what song he wants. I got it for you. Got it for you. Here we go. Let's get it going. I got your shot coming too here. All right. Cheers, Sonic Man. All right. Came by yesterday. So do I believe the world will be different? That's a good question. Do I believe the world will be different? Like I said, some businesses will be closed. I don't know if people are going to be too much different. I think... I don't know. I mean, what's supposed to change? The next time we have a pandemic, people take it more seriously? I don't see enough change in people's behavior right now to think there's going to be a big general change. I think some people are actually enjoying it. Some people are getting a ton of money through unemployment. Like with that thing that's been approved, eventually they're going to get an extra $600 a week. I know people that are going to make more on unemployment than they did when they were working. So it's one of those situations right now where between the stimulus package, some people are getting. I mean, there's obviously people really massively negatively affected that aren't getting paid leave or any of this, that are just screwed, basically fired, and don't have a job, and don't have an income. But I think for most of America, that's not going to be the case, and I think that means that people aren't going to change. In fact, I think the hard thing is going to be getting everyone to go back to work at like the same time. I think that's going to be the hard part coming back from all this is people are going to get used to not working. People are going to get used to being able to do what the hell they feel like doing at home. Maybe people save money a bit more for in case something like this happens again. But I honestly don't think people are going to change that much in general in the whole world. So, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be as much change as people maybe think there will be. Don't pour out the alcohol. You may need it as a hand sanitizer. I've got plenty of hand sanitizer. No, not like cases of it. I didn't even have to buy any. I already had a decent amount of hand sanitizer in the house. So, because we were already doing as good as sanitation things as you can do when you have 3 kids. Let me see here. Mario Galaxy or Mario Galaxy 2? There's only one right answer. Galaxy 2. Personally, Galaxy 2. I think it's a better game. Let's see here. Anyways, that's right. So Super Chats tonight. Last chance. Probably in the next half hour or so. Last chance to get this stuff down, the old trap. I had to send that Twitch because YouTube flagged my comment. Oh, you mean you had to send that twice? That means, Sonic Man, that $2 you first sent went to YouTube, and I don't get any of it. I love when they flag that. Oh, do we have a $10? A $10 super chat. Joe Prosco with the $10. I don't support alcohol abuse by pouring it down the drain. Drink up. Joe Prosco. I'll open the Jameson for you, Joe. I don't even like whiskey. That's the thing. Having like the Maker's Mark that's now gone and the Jameson, I don't even like whiskey. People are like, oh, that's some good whiskey. I'm like, I don't like whiskey. So none of it's good to me. It all tastes like butt. But I got you, Joe. I, too, in my younger days, would say anyone who spills the drink, anyone who pours the alcohol out, alcohol abuse. But I have to do what I have to do for a family member. Have to get rid of all the booze in the house. Don't have a ton anyways. But, hey, if we can get all through this in the next half hour, I'm good with that. Plus, maybe the kids won't bother me as much. Well, the kids will be going to bed here. So, cheers, man. Thank you so much for the support, Joe. Getting my water at the ready since I really hate whiskey. Not as much as I hate tequila. Obviously, you see my reaction to whiskey is not as bad, but still not a fan. I've just had quite a bit of it in my day. Whiskey's often like the cheap shot you can get out. You know, like go get a shot of Fireball or something. It's always like super cheap, like $2, $2 a shot or something at the bar. Let's see here. And for some reason, it always makes my nose itch. Let's see here. Scrolling on down. Thank you so much for that support, Joe, by the way. I appreciate it. How much of Super Chats do I get? It says Super Swirl 101. I think it's like 80% of them. So like out of that $10 Joe gave, I get $8, I think. Pretty sure it's like 80%. Or maybe it's 70. Let me look up the exact percentage. Maybe YouTube's changed it. How much of a super chat does YouTube take? 30%. Okay, so YouTube takes 30%. Wait, let me double check though. That's not an official. That's not an official statement. Okay. Nope, it's 30%. So yeah, 30%, which let me tell you, I used to be part of an MCN. So the 30% cut to YouTube, and then the MCM would take like 40%, and then by the time that $10 super chat would end up being like a couple bucks in my pocket. It was really bad. So I'm totally fine with the 30%. Doesn't bother me. YouTube provides the platform for free. They provide the bandwidth to live stream. for free. They do all the encoding for free. YouTube charges me nothing. So I am totally cool with them taking 30%. They created the platform for Super Chats. I got no issue with them taking the 30% cut. That does not bother me at all. So I'm cool with it. That's why I barely even mention, oh, you can use the donation. Like, I don't care if you use the dang donation. Like, Super Chats are just fine with me, man. Especially now that I'm no longer under an MCN. It kind of sucked when I was under an MCN, because then I'd be like, oh, use the donation link, because otherwise I get like nothing. But now I get a decent amount. So let's see here. Last physical game I bought was Animal Crossing. I have a digital copy of Animal Crossing. Let's see here. Some people are laughing, such as the hygiene industry. Well, yeah, I mean, Charmin's got to be just killing it right now. I already have to go into work. Yeah. Some people obviously have to work. Essential employees. It's not even like people. No one should be working but essential employees. There's a ton of businesses still running that shouldn't be, if we're being completely honest, that aren't essential, but they just refuse to close their doors. Actually never asked you for your card number the first time. Okay, well, hopefully I didn't charge you. Jameson. Yeah, I don't even like Jameson, but whatever. I got enough for probably one more shot of Jameson. Remember, you want the Jameson or the 99 root beer stuff. All of that's $10 or more, just because it's really high alcohol content. So it's the stuff that's going to mess me up the most. Everything below that's basically going to be the rest of this wine. Do I have any rum chata left? No, the rum chata is empty. I just haven't recycled that yet. Okay, so. Yep, but all of this stuff has to go tonight or it goes down the drain. Quickly, donate $1 million. Anyone have that? I am going to love pouring the tequila down the drain. I'm still not doing that unless it's $100. For those who don't know, the reason I say that isn't because I'm a greedy, money-hungry person. It's because tequila really messes me up. And if I'm going to go down that route, it needs to be worth my while. And I'd say I'm not even sure if the $100 is worth the abuse. It's not really abuse, but worth Yulia having to take care of me tonight. So I'm not even sure if $100 is really worth the stress that's going to put on her. But you know what? I'll just keep reminding her, but I made $100 to drink that tequila. That's what I try to tell her. I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm really messed up, but I made $100. Isn't it worth it? I don't never drink tequila again. Let's see here. The chat's not really that far behind. It's just that super chat kind of kicked me back a little. YouTube, we have changed our super chat work. Content creators will now receive 5% of the revenue donated. With this change, people will be angry, but it is the only way. Well, yeah, they have to pay. That's why I said I don't mind them taking 30%. It's just like with ad revenue. They take a cut of ad revenue. None of it bothers me. They have to pay the bills. They're taking on all the cost. They have the platform. None of that bothers me. 30% is not bad. Now, if it was 50%, I'd be like, ooh, don't go no 50-50. This ain't no 50-50 proposition on a super chat. Come on now. 30% doesn't bother me. I'm good with it. Let me see. Are masks mandatory anywhere else in the U.S.? Seems my state declared that earlier today when you are in public. They're not mandatory here in Wisconsin, I can tell you that. The only people that really need to wear masks, by the way, are people who are sick. If you're not sick, the mask ain't going to do much for you. The point of the mask is to prevent you from getting other people sick. So if you're not coughing or have a cough, there's no reason for you to wear a mask. I say that as they've kind of proven that it can even be airborne from people speaking. So just don't talk. But there's really not a reason to wear a mask unless you are sick. And that's just in general. Like when you go to the doctor, even before this COVID stuff, when you would go to the doctor's office, like say urgent care, and you have a cough, they'd make you wear a mask. Like it's basically how you're supposed to be treated. If you're out in public and you have a cough, everyone should wear a mask in general. It shouldn't just be like just because of COVID, just in general as a courtesy to other people. You should be wearing a mask to protect other people if you have a cough, but people don't do that. So. in your city, San Diego, has made it mandatory. They have said for tomorrow we get $2 raise until the end of April and maybe extended if COVID-19 gets worse. Store is getting really strict since customers refuse the 6 feet. Yeah, I went to the grocery store earlier today just to get two things we needed. And they were being very strict about the 6 feet and everything. And that's good. I'm glad they are. We don't have a ton of cases. I mean, there's only like 10 cases in Chippewa, 16 in Eau Claire, at least that are publicly known. But, you know, it can explode from there. We might have 10 today. It could be 40 tomorrow. It could be 100 next week. I mean, that's how it starts. It always starts with 1, and it goes from there. It was just 1 like a week ago. So to go from 1 to 10, you know, things could explode from there. We don't know how many people have it. Not everyone's tested, blah, blah, blah. I think ideally everyone should stay home and they should have drive-around trucks that come by and test everyone. So you don't even have to leave the home. And everyone, whether you're showing symptoms or not, should just get tested. I know that seems like an impossibility and how expensive that would be to test 300 million people in the U.S., but that's the quickest way to get things back to normal is to test everyone. You know, pipe dream, wishful thinking, no way in hell they can pull that off. But let me see here. Nurses don't always wear them because they don't have enough. Yeah, dude, hospitals are out of masks. Some days they're using the same mask 2 days in a row, and like they shouldn't be doing that. You should replace the mask every time you take it off, but there's such a shortage. And it's the N95 mask that the hospitals really need. If you want to talk about the mask that actually protects you, it's the N95. A surgical mask, in general, if you don't have it, isn't going to protect you. An N95 mask will. Because surgical masks aren't airtight. N95 masks create an airtight seal. So N95 masks are what they should be using in hospitals, but they don't have enough of those. They don't even have enough surgical masks. So like there's just it's pretty messed up right now for the medical professionals. I feel bad. There was a list I saw somewhere of all the doctors that have passed away from COVID while treating COVID patients, and it's just and that's just the doctors. That doesn't count the nurses or anything else, and it's just kind of heartbreaking. Because while doctors and nurses are putting their lives on the line every day for people, it's even worse now because this is like something we know is going on that we can't really treat that well. And you have to be around these sick people every single day. It's rough. Let's see. They worded it as a share of the purchase, so I expect like YouTube getting 60%. Yeah, YouTube doesn't get 60%. My supermarket I work at is getting more and more pushy about the 6 feet thing. Solid lines and barricades everywhere from the normal line. So it's, they even at the grocery store today, it was the first day I actually saw them have up barriers. It's not that great of a barrier, to be completely honest, but the cashiers are behind a piece of plexiglass. Honestly, they should be boxed in even more, because when you're at the credit card machine, you could still cough and literally get it right on the person. So honestly, it should probably extend over the over and around the credit card machine, and then they should have like a slot you hand money through. You basically should have like almost no contact. But it's cool because like at the dollar store, if you hand them dollar bills, they have you set the dollar bill down, and then they'll spray disinfectant on it, and then they'll grab a glove, they'll flip the money over, spray disinfectant on it again. Crazy, but that's what they're doing. Even though they're still wearing gloves, just to handle cash. It's getting nuts out there. People don't want to get sick. They don't want to take this crap home. It's understandable. I mean, people are trying to be safe. Reminds me of a Phantom Pain soldier speak English. They would get sick in the game. Did you get Ring Fit? Can't remember. If you did, how do you feel about the update? How people are hiking up the price? Right now, I do not have Ring Fit Adventure. It is sold out everywhere, and Nintendo has openly admitted they can't make enough of the rings. So it's going to be a while before I'll be able to get Ring Fit Adventure at retail price. So nothing I can do about it right now. I want Ring Fit Adventure. I think it would be an excellent addition to my already good workout regime. I've got a really good workout regime going right now. My weight's going to be melting off going into the summer. But I'm going to be under guys. I'm going to be under 200 pounds. I was almost at 300 pounds like 6 months ago. I'm going to be under 200 pounds at some point this summer. Hopefully even down to 180. That's crazy. I'm busting my butt, taking my health serious to the water. Yeah, this is going to be, I would love to have Ring Fit right now. Ring Fit would fit perfectly in my life for working on at home, but it is what it is. Removing limiter says, I'm asthmatic and immunocompromised. I have an asthma problem myself too. I have to wear something. I wear a mask. I may invest in the plastic shield on top if I have to go out. Yeah, I only go out for groceries or medicine, essentials. I'm not gonna say I haven't gone for a drive. I've gone for a drive, but out in the country. I already live kind of out in the country, so just more out in the country, away from people, and just drive around, listen to music, kind of decompress, just to get out of the house a little bit. Because even when I go on walks, which I still do, there's a lot of people in my neighborhood going on walks. So like I'm trying to avoid people. Sometimes you just go out for a drive to get in the middle of the country, and then go for a walk in the country, so you're really away from people. But it is what it is. This probably won't happen, but who's to say this won't be the one that kills a large population while the chance is really low? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the flu has actually killed a lot of people this year. A really high percentage. I think I saw today like 7.4% death rate with the flu right now, which is really high for the flu, way higher than it is most years. But it's just a really nasty season between COVID, the flu, and everything. It's just really nasty cold flu crap. It's just a bad year. It's just bad right now. It's just bad in general. Things are just not good. This is just not good. There's no way to sugarcoat it. We could try to talk down the numbers and how most people are dying, and it doesn't matter. It's just not good. More people are dying right now from sick stuff, from cold and flus and COVID and everything than have died in a long, long time. So it's just bad right now. I don't like it. I hate it. I can't wait. I'm hoping that summer kills a lot of this off, but I have no idea what's going to happen. At Lowe's, they have tape signs, plexiglass, and store closes at 7. Okay. Yeah, that's how our cashiers have it, with just one glass piece. It's pretty crude with it, at least over by my deli area. People are bothering to listen now, and bad. Yeah, it's better than nothing. What they're doing, like for the cashiers at my local grocery store, it's better than doing nothing. It's just, it could be better. But a lot of this is being done last minute, so, honestly, I kind of hope after the pandemic's over, they keep some of these measures in place. I mean, maybe they won't keep I guarantee they won't keep the 6-foot rule, but I hope they keep some of the measures in place to help protect employees. Just in general, I think it's just a good practice in general. I have been using the Ring Fit update just for the jogging update. That said, they really need to have a 10, 30-minute stages so you don't have to chain a bunch of short ones together. I get that. I used to lose like 50 pounds. Joke here hits us with a $4 super chat. He wants Bravely Default, the fascinating flower country played. Got you, buddy. Let me get that playing, and then I'll get your shot in. Thank you so much for your super chat. Let's see here. Bravely Default, fascinating flower country. Here we go. Here's the original. All right. Let me get that shot in for you, man. Let's go. Let's keep those super chats coming, guys. We got about 20 minutes here or so. Cheers. Unless I push this all the way to 8. We'll see. I'm waiting for the text from Yulia. The kids are sleeping. Come play Animal Crossing with me. I'm waiting for that text. But let's keep this shindig going. Thank you so much for the support, guys. You guys are coming out tonight. It's great. I haven't... I guess people are here because, 1, you're enjoying my company, and 2, I'm enjoying your guys' company. I've missed you guys. It's been a while since I've streamed. It's the last night, guys. The last night for a while. So let's make it count, huh? Let's make it count. I need to lose like 50 pounds is what he said. Okay, yeah. I still have to lose 60, I believe. I have to step on the scale to get the exact number. But I'm keeping track of everything in the MyFitnessPal Under Armour app thing on my phone. Over 7,000 people have died from COVID in the U.S. Okay, yeah. The numbers it was just over 6,000 before, but it's updating every day. So, fitness boxing is good too. Other than some moves like side steps, and then they don't always register well. It's fun though for sure. Something from Splatoon. All right. After the song, we'll get something from Splatoon for you. Let me get that shot in for you, Corey. Thank you so much for your $5 Canadian super chat, which I think is $3 and something cents. I don't remember off the top of my head. It'll let me know in a second. But cheers, man. $3.52. See, I knew it was something like that. Cheers, man. Thank you so much, Corey, for your support. As always, both as a Patreon backer, by the way, if you guys want to give more long haul once per month support, we do have a Patreon at patreon.com/NintendoPrime. I basically never talk about it on anything but the podcast, but it's a way to show long-term support once per month. You know, you don't have to show up to the streams and go crazy. And Corey is one of our backers. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your support during the stream. Man, are we going to finish off the wine? We're getting down there, guys. There might only be a couple shots of wine, and you know what happens when the wine goes. Things get crazy. Let's see here. Movie Limiter says, in UK, it has been the best weather ever since COVID started. It's about the same in the US. It's snowing today. I don't know if you can see it out that window up there. Oh, I guess you guys can't. It's snowing right now, and the snow will be gone tomorrow. But we've had nice days. We've had really cold days. Welcome to Wisconsin spring. We have no such thing as like, oh, it's just like 50s all the time. Nope. It's like 28 right now. It's 28 and snowing. Track meet on NES. Oh, track meet, man. Used to play the hell out of that. All right. All right, let's get the Splatoon music going here. Ooh, I haven't heard this one in a while. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, wait, no, wait. We're not gonna do that one. That one's overplayed. Let's see here. Let's play. Here we go. We're gonna play Shark Bites from the Octo expansion. Yeah. I love Splatoon's music. It's great. Splatoon and Splatoon 2. All right. Mario Dance Dance Revolution. I played that. Wii Fit, Ring Fit Adventure. It seems like Nintendo's always trying to find a way to get us off our butts. Yeah. I don't know why I said butts. Get us off our asses. Good swear. This ain't no kid-friendly YouTube no more. Yeah. I've made a decision to no longer upload Let's Play videos on YouTube with the exception of new game demos and possibly OOT. I'll be sticking to game coverage. Okay, cool. Love the show, man. Content's interesting. Keep it up. Thank you, Ekans. Guessing that name is after the Pokemon Ekans. Wisconsin merging into Canada. Hey, it would be Canadian. Jeez. How many liters is that? Liters is what? This thing? How many liters is this? Doesn't even tell me how much is in here. 1.5 liters? Yeah. 1.5 liters. In that whole bottle. I mean, had this bottle for a while though. It's been in the mid-90s in Florida. Yeah, not here. I remember taking a class from my old job and the police were teaching us how many liters of alcohol to serve to customers, even though I never worked at a restaurant. Have I seen Holly Pinky? Welcome. Have I seen Watership Do? I don't even know what that is. Before they stopped supporting Splatoon, the missing map should have been brought over from the first game. It would have been cool. I'm okay that they don't do that because that just gives them more maps to pull from the first game into the third game. But I understand why people want it. You know, you have your favorite maps from the first game. You hope they make it into the second game, blah, blah, blah. Same for the next game. That did almost half a gallon then. Yep. It's a lot. But, I mean, I've had this bottle for like, God, 8 months, a year. It's taken us a while to go through it on stream. Ugh. You guys are awesome, though, man. Thank you so much for your support tonight, guys. Again, last night to super chat / donate to get shots done. Request music. Well, you'll be able to request music with it in the future, of course. But tonight's it for the booze for a while because there's a legal reason I can't have booze in the house anymore. It's not because of me. It's because of a family member we're having live with us for a while. There's a stipulation there can't be booze in the house. So this is it. It either gets drank right now on stream or gets dumped down the drain. And we still got some Jameson. We still got some 99 root beer. These are for $10 or more. And then anything under that, we got some wine shots here. And maybe I got to check the fridge over there. There might be a beer I need to get rid of. I got to double check to be completely honest and open with you guys. That I don't know for sure off the top of my head. Because I haven't opened that fridge in a little while. Have I played Sonic Heroes? My dad got it before he died. No, I have not, and I am sorry to hear that your father passed away. But no, I have not. I've not played Sonic Heroes. I hope all maps come to 3. Well, everyone hopes everything comes to everything. Tequila! There is tequila. But again, I highly doubt the tequila is getting busted out. I guarantee the tequila is going to be tossed down the drain. Yeah, root beer alcohol. See, 99 root beer. Oh, I guess the camera's up here. So it's 99 proof. That's hence the 99. Root beer flavored. So it's 49.5% alcohol volume. So literally 50% alcohol, which is a lot. Even the maker's mark was only 45. So the Jameson is 40%. So this is actually the highest alcohol volume. Basically, this one will mess me up the most out of everything I have on the table. So, well, tequila will actually mess me up the most, but I don't think we're going to get into the tequila today. I think that's just going to go down the drain. In Europe, Sonic Heroes is on the PlayStation Store for PlayStation 3, but not in North America. Will there be a Splatoon 3? Of course there will be a Splatoon 3. What kind of question is that? Splatoon 2 is massively popular. There's going to be a Splatoon 3. It might not be on Switch. It might be on Switch 2 or whatever the next-gen system is, because Splatoon might be a once-per-generation game like Smash Bros. Is, like Mario Kart usually is, etc. So I don't know that we're going to get one soon, but yeah, there'll be a Splatoon 3. It's going to happen. Like, it's massively popular. In fact, let me see where it ranks right now before they update it. I know it's in the top 10, but I want to know Nintendo's official listing here. Great. I hate when I do the search for Nintendo's website and then it doesn't come up. Whatever. I guess I'm stuck with Wikipedia, even though Wikipedia isn't the best. Yeah, it sold 9.81 million units. So, I mean, it's a lot. That's a lot. It's the number 7 best-selling game on Switch. There's going to be a third one. It more than doubled the sales of the first game. So there's going to be a third one. It's just not going to be until, I think, the next system. Nintendo Switch RTX TV only non-handled home entertainment system will be the name. Mario Kart 9. That's the thing that we don't know. Mario Kart is the one that we don't know what we're supposed to do with that, because Mario Kart 8 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Switch is a port of Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. But it's a port that is sold. I just had the number up. It's a port that is currently the number 1 best-selling game on Switch at basically 23 million units sold. So do they release Mario Kart 9 on Switch, or do they wait for next gen? That is a massive question, because I clearly think they've been working on Mario Kart 9. But are we going to actually get it this gen? I don't know. Because you usually don't want to release Mario Kart 9 late gen Or maybe they don't care if it releases late gen because they're just going to bring it over to the next system as a deluxe version and then sell 20 plus million of it on there. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what Nintendo's strategy is with Mario Kart at this point. Other than whatever they do, it's going to sell. Oh no, I'm going to die. I'm all right. I've had a cough for a while. Like months. Let's see here. What do you think of Ninjala? Oh my gosh. Someone finally brought it up. Ninjala is going to be potentially my game of the year. I'm just throwing it out there right now. That's how hyped I am for Ninjala. I played Ninjala in person many, many times at E3 2018. I played it probably played at least 30 matches of Ninjala. It's amazing. It's utterly, and that was back then. And the trailer they showed off with the release date, I think May 27th. Pretty sure that's the release date. Amazing. There's so many extra features they added in that are just going to make the game even better than what I already experienced. It looks way more polished, and I thought it was pretty polished back then. Yeah, I am pumped for Ninjala. It is, it's the next Splatoon for me. That's what it is. It's not even fair to call it that because it's not Splatoon. It doesn't even have the same mechanics or the same, it's just not Splatoon. Like, nothing about the multiplayer in that game, which it's a multiplayer game, is Splatoon. But people compare it to that because Splatoon is so unique in the shooter realm for multiplayer games. And that's what this game is. It's the Splatoon of the kind of game it's trying to be. It is super unique. There's nothing on the market like it. And I love it. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait for Ninjala. It is... Oh, man. Here. Let me even... 1 second. Ugh. Come on. Come on. You see this? This is a Ninjala bat. I got this at E3. Sadly, it does have a hole in it up here that I'm going to be patching, of course. Like gung-ho. But yeah, I have a Ninjala blow-up bat. I have these Ninjala eye things somewhere that I can put on. That's like a little... Oh, here it is. Here it is. I knew it was somewhere. See? I got the Ninjala, man. Dude, I am all about Ninjala. Look at this thing. I'm all about Ninjala, guys. All about that Ninjala life, let me tell you. I've got a Ninjala t-shirt that I wear in videos a lot of the times. I think it's out in my laundry basket right now. Dude, Ninjala. People, there's actually been people messaging me, dude, when are you going to do a video on Ninjala? When are you going to do another? Because, my video on Ninjala, let's look at this together. Let's go to my videos here. Let's see if I can display this for you guys. So my video for Ninjala, let me lean over a little bit. Because I did a video on Ninjala back at E3 2018 where I said Ninjala is the next Splatoon, hands-on impressions. 14,000 views on that video. That's a pretty well-received video for what is probably going to be an overlooked game by a lot of people. Ninjala is huge. Look at this. Even earlier last year, Switch exclusive Ninjala delayed to 2020. I am dead inside because I was so disappointed it was delayed because I just wanted to play it so bad. It's coming. So I've had some people ask me, when am I going to... Here's some Switch exclusive Ninjala gameplay. 18,000 views. Ugh! These are basically the only 3 videos on Ninjala on my whole channel. People have been waiting for me to make a Ninjala video. And I think I owe it. In fact, I'm curious. Am I one of the most are my Ninjala videos some of the most popular ones on YouTube? I'm actually curious. Nope. This guy's got the Ninjala prologue going. So it must have a single player story campaign. That doesn't really look like... Oh, is that the? I know there's a TV series, Ninjala Direct Feed Gameplay. See, I guess some people got to play the new version, so they got to play an updated demo. So I guess I'm no longer that big of a deal with Ninjala. See, there's been so much. See, there's all this crap's going on with Ninjala, and I didn't even realize it. You know what that means? That means I need to go through, watch these new gameplay demos, need to watch this stuff, and need to make a video on Ninjala. In fact, it's going on the board. It's happening. I got a board over here where I write stuff down. I'm putting. It's time to do a Ninjala hype video. Ninjala hype video. It's happening. It's happening. Just even briefly talking about Ninjala has made me want to do a Ninjala hype video. So it's happening, folks. I'm gonna go through the fine-tooth comb, the Ninjala little cartoon series video they got. I'm gonna go through the new demo that it looks like some people got to play, some new gameplay of it. We're gonna we're gonna hype up. I'm so Ninjala. Nippin'. Oh man, I'm so pumped. So pumped. I don't think you guys understand. Like, it's such an addicting game. It's so addicting. All right, let me hit the chat here. See some people are saying. Do you think Nintendo holds Breath of the Wild 2 for the 35th anniversary in 2021? Eric Eshzaretta says no. I think it's coming this year, this holiday. I'm probably wrong, but I think it's coming this holiday. I think it's going to be their big holiday game. It is true that every Mario game is going to be on Switch to celebrate. Well, not every Mario game, but the ones that were talked about in that video. I think it is true. Animal Crossing New Horizons game of the decade, dude. I don't even know if I'm going to play Animal Crossing once Ninjala comes out. I probably will because Yulia might still be playing it, so I'll play with her. But Ninjala! Oh my gosh, Ninjala. I can't say it enough. Ninjala. What was Ninjala like at E3? It looks really fun, but there's a big difference between playing and seeing a trailer. There's a huge difference because just watching when you just watched it at E3 even, you just like, okay, I don't really get it. You play it, the bubblegum mechanics. Nippin'! Once you play the game, you'll understand. Nippin'! Just, it plays different. Like, when you're like, I wanted to have like the smoothness of Splatoon. It doesn't have like the smoothness of a Splatoon. It's a very different feel. It's hard to explain until you play it. The controls are just different. It plays differently than any game I have ever played in my life. And I love it. And once you adjust to how this game controls, you understand why it controls the way it does. And it is just so enthralling, so addicting. Just everything about the way the maps are built out. I mean, and we only got to use one item. We only got to use the Ninjala bat that I was showing up. Everyone had to use the bat. We didn't get to even experiment with the different items. It's just, it's so fun. People getting stuck in the gum, trying to break free, trying to dodge, air dodge. You can do this little dodge move where like you vanish for a second and appear behind someone, kind of like, I don't know. It's just, there's so much skill. It's great. And there's multiple ways to try to get the win. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait. I'm so pumped. You should just wear that from now on. see how long I wear it in the stream. Nate is now Donatello. I know. We're Donatello this stream, folks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I hope that, I don't know if I did a good job explaining it. Caleb, if you want to go watch my video, my impressions on it, I can link you guys to my impressions from E3, my actual hands-on impressions of the game. I love if you're curious. If you are, let me know in the chat and I can link it to you guys. But oh man, Ninjala's so good. So good. A new console tomorrow for your birthday. It probably won't happen. It's gonna have a few days to be a cool free-to-play title, and then I'll just be on Xenoblade forever. Put Mario Tennis Virtual Boy on Switch for $60. Jesus. No thanks. No thanks. Ninjala. Ninjala! I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Come on, phone. Work. Work, dang you, work. Yeah, there's like a TV show thing they made for it. You look like Sly Cooper in a good way. That's what I haven't heard in a while. Sly Cooper. A little Sly Cooper action. I'll check it out probably after the stream. Yeah, dude. I have 3 videos on Ninjala, and now there will be a 4th. I meant to make a video. It's been so hectic. So I'm actually glad someone brought up Ninjala because, oh, man. Ninjala! Ninjala. Maybe I can even drag Eric. No, Eric's not going to be around. He's not even coming over for the podcast anymore right now. So it'll just be me. Just be me in my basement studio talking about Ninjala. You look like Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper. All right. You guys got any more questions for me? But it is a remake of a Virtual Boy game. It looks so much better with the brand new story mode called Red and Black. All in HD. Sure. DLC for $20 coming in 6 months. Sly Cooper in Smash. Why not? They're putting everything in Smash at this point. Let's get Master Chief in there. Let's just Steve from Minecraft. Let's just, I don't know. Let's get Gex in there, the Gecko. Why not? Just get him in there just because. Let's get Earthworm Jim in there. I'm just going through the catalog of characters in my head. Why don't we get all the Battletoads in there? Why not? Just because. Merlin in Smash? Who is Merlin? Or did you mean Merlin, the wizard? Y2 Wrestling, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Reminder that every single super chat today gets a shot in my belly, and if I don't finish off the booze I have, which is just this, and some Jameson, and some 99 root beer, they'll be getting poured down the drain. We have a family member staying with us. We can't have booze in the house anymore for the next, pretty much the rest of this year. So this will be the last stream I'll be doing drinks on, and then it goes down the drain. Also, you can request music, or you can do none of it, and that's cool. Most people don't do it. It's fine. I still answer your questions anyways. Just put Giraffe in Smash. Don't know who that character is. He was a random NPC in the background of some Nintendo game no one cares about anymore. I actually don't know who you're talking about. Dropping some knowledge on me, Sonic Man. Ninja Smash confirmed. Or Ninjala Smash confirmed. Wouldn't it be cool if they put some characters from Ninjala into Smash? Heck yeah! Yeah, boy! Let's go. Heck, just put LeBron James in Smash. Screw it. Take LeBron out of NBA 2K, put him in Smash. Why? He could be dunking on some fools. Just dunking on him. One of his specials. Just dunking on people. Windmill. Am I concerned that Ninjala is free to play? What would I be concerned about? That there's going to be microtransactions? I think it's smart. I'm happy Ninjala is free to play. If Ninjala would have been what I thought it was going to end up being, a $60 game, I think it would have crashed and burned and nobody would have played it but me. I would have been just buying multiple copies and multiple Switches so I could have enough active characters to actually play a match. But I think free to play is its godsend. Do I think it's going to be like the next Fortnite? No, because Fortnite's on everything. But do I think it's going to be a really huge exclusive free-to-play game on Switch? Yeah. It might be played more than Fortnite is on Switch. Think about that. Think about that statement right there. That's how big I think Ninjala is going to get because it's free-to-play. That it will be bigger than Fortnite on Switch. It's that good. I'm telling you. I'm hoping that Nintendo actually promotes the game a little bit. This game, guys. Oh. It's so awesome. King Arthur and Smash. A bit off topic, but Star Wars Racer was revealed in the Direct Mini. Yep. That was a pleasant surprise for me. That's an underrated racing game from N64. Pod Racer, baby. Love that game. I know you're making it up, Sonic Man. Come on. I can't be that overwhelmed, can I be? Or that naive? You make up stuff all the time, Sonic Man. Like when you're on the podcast, because you've been on, 2 episodes, I think, Sonic Man? When you're on the podcast, I'm like, do I really believe what he's saying right now? I don't know. He yanks my chain a lot. I keep relying on 5J. Fact check him. 5J, fact check him. Because 5J's got some knowledge, man. Better than Shaq Fu. Funky Kong and Smash. Ninjala has my interest because Splatoon is my most played game on Switch. Nice. Zach Crinksy, welcome to the stream or welcome to the chat. Anyways, do you think Nintendo's holiday titles are going to get delayed? I think everything's delayed, but I do think they're still going to have a big title this holiday, and I think it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2, and hopefully I'll make a video on why I think that in the future. That's right. I have some non-news videos to make. It's time right now. Me homeschooling my kids, and I try not to work on weekends. It's just a big time sink right now for me to find the time to make my videos. Star Wars Racing Episode 2 never even released. Splatoon's also my most played game on Switch. I think I should look at what my most played game is. Could be Splatoon, could be Breath of the Wild, could be... I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. I'm not sure. Nate, can you react to my latest video on your channel? Can I? I don't know. I don't know, Joy-Con Nation. Because, see, if I react to your latest video, everyone's going to want me to react to their latest videos. And then it'll end up just being a video reaction to bad videos. Shouldn't say bad video. I don't even know if you know what your video is like. What is your video? Hold on, I gotta find your YouTube channel. Is your latest video Popeye's customers be like from a month ago? Is that your latest video, or is that like added? Is that even your video? Or is it Stop Smacking in 2020? I'm not even sure. These look all on playlists and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know what your latest video is. Maybe. Tell you what, if you could super chat me like $1. I'll do it. 1, because then I'm probably going to need a shot just to handle your video. 2, at least then I have like a barrier of entry for me to react to people's videos on the stream. Like there's got to be some sort of barrier. Otherwise, I'm going to get slammed with requests. So if I could put up, at least $1 barrier for me to react to someone's video, that at least is going to hopefully limit the amount of people that request me to do it. But I do have it. I have it queued up in case you decide that it's worth $1 to see me react to it. If it's not, it's not. It's all right. I really don't care. I want to be careful about people just requesting I do something and then everyone will just expect me to do it. Do you think the ARMS character in Smash confirms ARMS 2? Oh, ARMS 2 is always going to happen. There it is. Joy-Con Nation hits me with $1 super chat. Of course, you had to give the minimum, Joy-Con. You couldn't just be like, I'll give you $5 just because you're nice. No, I'm just kidding. I'm making your chin. Thank you so much for the $1. I'll react to your video here. Look at that. I really topped off that shot. That one's going to spill. All right, Joy-Con Nation. Let's react to your video. If you guys have other videos you want me to react to, at least $1 super chat. We'll get that reaction going. Let me get this up here. Display. Lean over a little bit so I'm not covered up.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but we are all out of ticket and we are closed for the rest of the day. No, you ain't.
We apologize for the day we are sold out of chicken sandwiches. Gee, okay. I did not see the Falcon Punch coming. What is happening with this video?
I ordered a goddamn 3-piece, and y'all gave me one goddamn chicken tender on my goddamn plate. Shut the fuck up!
Whoa!
Shut the fuck up!
Oh boy. This is getting serious. This is getting serious.
No chicken? They just had a chicken.
All right. You know what that reminded me of? You guys remember YouTube poop? Or am I like too old? Is YouTube poop like a thing people don't like? That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like a YouTube poop thing. It's all right. I mean, you got 51 viewers. You only have 51 subs. So like 51 viewers. That's pretty good. That's definitely a good view count to whatever. It's unique. I'll give you that. I've never seen anything quite like it, but it does remind me of YouTube poop. If you don't know what YouTube poop is, I'm sorry that I just introduced that to a whole new generation of people, and you're about to dive down a rabbit hole you can't come back from. But yeah, it was funny. I enjoyed it. It got a few snickers out of me. I literally didn't know what was about to happen. Shut the fuck up. Didn't see that coming. Bust out the gun. The YouTube poop directs. There you go. See, you got a couple fans there. That was legit pretty funny. There you go. See, look at that. Look at that. You just got some free advertising for your channel. Congratulations, Joy-Con Nation. Probably gained a couple subs there. YouTube poops are great. I don't watch YouTube poops anymore, but I used to watch them a lot when I was younger. I just don't got time to dive down those rabbit holes anymore. All right, I gotta take this mask off. Ugh. The little strap is kind of digging into me a little bit, but whoa. Ninjala. I don't know how I'm gonna wear that for an entire stream of Ninjala. I will. I'll find a way. I gotta have my bat fixed by the time Ninjala comes out too, so I can have the bat at the ready. Oh man, yeah, I remember the YouTube poop directs. I've gone through many YouTube rabbit holes, but the YouTube poop is one I never could get into. Well, not free. Yeah, it was pretty good. I've definitely seen a lot worse. I've definitely seen some better, but that was pretty good, man. I gotta give you props. Better than I can do. I don't have the kind of creativity to make those kind of zany videos like that. I don't have. It's just not in my skill set. But good job, man. It's good stuff. Let's see. You were at 58 subs. Did you gain a sub while this is going on? Oh, you gained a sub. Congrats. I just got you an extra sub. That $1 got you an extra sub. Ugh. Can I super chat to myself? I know I can. It's just, will it let me do it? Will it let me super chat to myself? Oh, no. No, just $1. No, just $1. Buy and send. Will it work? I don't know if it'll work, to be completely honest. Let's try this one instead. Try a different card. Hey! It let me do it. Cool. $1. I'm just trying not to waste the booze. I want to get it gone. Uh-oh. 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 That might be the end of the line. Uh-oh. I like the Majora's Mask episode James did. You could do a reaction of an angry video game nerd. You think Xenoblade will be delayed for economic reasons? No, I think it's already done. And I don't think they're going to delay it. I think as long as they have Switches in stock, they won't delay it. So that's kind of my caveat. All right. Got a little bit here. I'm gonna be cutting this off at 8. So we got about 13 minutes. So final warning, this is pretty much gone. So that means the next shots are the Jameson and the 99 root beers. Can we get some super chats to get these taken care of? Or am I dumping them down the drain? I'm cool dumping them down the drain. Doesn't really bother me. No more wine. Now. Well, there's a smidge, Corey. There's a smidge. That's all you get, Corey. Because there was a little wine left. Let me go check my fridge quick. Hold on. Make sure I got no more booze in there to get rid of. Oh boy. So, there is more booze in the fridge. I forgot it was down here. You know what that is, Corey. That would be the highest alcohol content. No, it's not. It's only 40%. But you know what that is? That is tequila. Yes, there is still probably 3 shots of tequila in here. But I'm going to tell you right now. I ain't doing no tequila for no $1, $2, $5 super chat. It ain't happening. Tell you what. I have to dump it out anyways. I'll do the Jamesons and the 99, right? We'll say $5. We'll drop it from 10 to 5. I have to dump this out anyways. I don't know if I want to do this because someone might actually do it. We'll go. Oh, screw it. You know what? This is the last time I can drink, like on stream, anyways, because I can't have booze in the house anymore after today for the rest of this year. So, let's go with $20. For $20, I'll dig my own grave tonight with tequila. Don't. Someone's gonna be crazy enough to do it. AV Angry Video Game Nerd, Dustin cover. Hold on, is that a song? I'm not even sure. Is that a song? Yeah, I think it's a song. All right, I'll play it for you. Pretty sure it's a song. Or am I? Yeah, it's a song. Alright, we'll get rid of. Let's get a total here. That's only $2, Sonny Man. If we can get another $3, I'll finish off the Jameson. Excuse me, because that was only $2. I don't have any more cheap stuff left. I'm gonna turn notes on my side. Have you ever heard? He's the angry and the nerd. No! Corey! No! I knew I was gonna regret it. No! 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 God! Hold on. Let me make sure that even hit 20. I'm holding it to 20 USD. Hold on. That better have hit 20 USD. If it's even like $19.99, Corey, I'm not doing it. You'll get a root beer shot or something instead. That better actually be at 20. I don't have the conversion right in front of me yet. I'm taking the cap off because I assume that you did the math, so you know it's gonna make it in. Come on, update for me here. Oh God, damn it, Corey. It's not converting for me. Hold on. I'll go convert it right now. Dang it, it's 2110. No! It just updated 2110. Dang it, Corey! What did I get myself into? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely still at least one more shot in there. Oh no. I think one shot's bad. You guys remember with the one stream that I had to do 3 shots in a row because I lost a bet to Eric? You guys remember that? Remember me throwing up? I had to do 3 tequila shots in a row because I lost a bet to Eric. I thought I was going to win. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is... God. Okay. Whatever, I'm already down the rabbit hole. Let's get my water chaser, my ice water chaser, because, you know, water is such a good chaser. Water is such an amazing chaser. All right. As Yulia would tell me, don't be a pussy, Nate. Oh, God, the smell. Oh, my God, I hate tequila. So, I haven't even done it yet. Oh, man. Here we go. You know how old this bottle is? Hold on. This bottle of tequila was bought for my live streams. Okay, and you can see there's been a decent amount drank. This was bought for my live streams like 2 years ago. Back when I used to actually get like hundreds of dollars per live stream. Because there were people crazy enough to pay $100 to watch what happens when I take tequila. And that's how long this bottle's been around. Are we going to finish it tonight? I don't know. I don't know if anyone's crazy enough to do another $20, but cheers, Corey. I love you, and I hate you. And Yulia probably is going to hate you tonight. Oh, that's definitely like fermented or something. Tequila. Oh man, I don't want to dry heave there. That's tequila. Tequila. So again, there's enough for I think one more shot of that, so that's $20. $20 for me to do another shot of that. $5 for the root beer or the Jameson. Oh my god. Of course, that was the only thing in the fridge. Oh, dang it. This is good. Well, give me a little bit. I might be buzzed soon once it really hits me. Oh, and it's like not even the expensive tequila. It's not good tequila. Oh man. I think next time I get tequila, which won't be for like a year, it'll have to be Patron or something. Oh. Fuck you, Corey. Like you have no idea like the flips it's doing in my stomach right now. Y2 Wrestling says a good idea for Patreon is to have a tier where you can submit a video to react to, and you do a stream once a month reacting to videos. You know what? That's actually a really good idea. Oh man, let me write that down. Patreon tier idea. So what I'll do, when I have time to sit down and figure it out, I'll create a tier on Patreon for. By the way, happy birthday, or Corey, in case I don't speak to you when your birthday actually happens. So what I'll do is I can create a tier on Patreon where people can submit videos, and I'll also, while that stream is going on, people can still submit videos for at least the cost of what a Patreon tier would be during it. So as an example, if say I say it's like the $5 tier, right? $5 a month, you can submit videos every month for me to react to. During the stream, if you like an additional video to be reacted to, I could say, oh, it's just another $5 or whatever. But oh man, tonight I'll react to them for $1. But oh man, okay, it was just one. It's usually the second that really gets me, but it was just one. Stay hydrated, Nate. Stay hydrated. Thanks for that idea, though, Y2. We'll see how well that goes over. I haven't done anything to grow the Patreon in a long time, so we'll see. When you go to the emotes, it drops in frames. I have no idea. Respect for the tequila. Put this bad boy. Oops, it broke. Yippee, no more shots. Nate does backflip with Mario. I'll probably have to work that night of the stream. What is the limit? What's the limit for what, Sonic Man? My drinking limit? We're not at my drinking limit yet. I could finish all the booze I have right now. We wouldn't be at my limit. But I will definitely be buzzed as F if I drank all of this. If I did this last shot of tequila, which I think maybe it's only one more. Maybe it's 1.5. Plus these, I'd be gone. I'd be flying in a new universe. But it's either that or it goes down the drain. So, I mean, at this point, this stream might go beyond 8. I have no idea. Sorry, Yulia was texting me. I have missed your live stream. Oh, it's been a while, guys. How's it going? The streams of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh boy. Well, 1823. Is that when this one was brewed? No, it wasn't brewed in 1823. Oh man. I don't know why I keep staring at that bottle. How you guys doing? I am Nathaniel Robojans from Nintendo Prime. Thank you for tuning into our stream. Do you guys have any more questions? This is a Q&A after all. You don't have to just donate for me to do crazy shots. You guys can actually ask me questions. Who the heck is Brian? You're 1 cent short, Brian, but here's the thing. I will give it to you. I will give it to you, Brian, because it's not your fault. You are donating from an iPhone, aren't you? If be honest, don't lie to me. Are you donating from an iPhone? I will give you that extra penny if you're donating from an iPhone for the 20. And I'm not saying this to be mean, because I said if it's 19 whatever dollars, I'm not going to do it. But I know if you donate from an iPhone, it won't let you do exact dollar amounts. So if you do a $1 super chat, it's 99 cents. If you do a $2 one, it's $1.99. So it would not be your fault. You are incapable of being able to donate 20 exactly. It would have to be 21, and it's just dumb. You actually selected 20, and it does $19.99. So if it is an iPhone, I'm preparing because I fully believe, Brian, that you are... It wasn't intended for the tequila shot. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't be laughing. Hold on. Stop for a second. Pause. T. Did I just get out of this tequila shot? Because hold on. It was not exactly $20. Because I said, it has to be $20 or more. I should stress or more for me to do another shot of tequila. But he said, and I quote, "It was not intended for the tequila shot," and yes. So he donated from an iPhone. So he did donate from an iPhone or whatever, and that's why it's $19.99. But it wasn't intended for the tequila shot, and it did not hit $20. So you know what that means? You know what that means? He just okayed the Jameson. Without... Oh my God. There's still... No, I can feel... Come on. Let's say. So, is there still going to be Jameson left? I'm pretty sure it's 2 shots in here. It's 2 shots of Jameson. Anyways. Jameson all gone. We're in the home stretch on the shots now. There's probably like 3 shots left. Oh my gosh. So I got out of that second tequila. I mean, the whiskey ain't much better, but shot of Jameson. Thank you guys so much for this. Corey, nice try. Nice try, Corey. I ain't giving it to you, Corey. Nice try. Nice try. It'd be different. If he donated specifically to get me to do it, I would have gave it to him for the penny. But he did not. He was being kind. Here, let me set this down for a second before I do the shot. It's already poured, so it's happening. Brian C., thank you. And this is why I'm going to thank you. All right. So tonight, we are up to now $77 in Super Chat revenue, minus 30%, whatever is what I get. This is the most Super Chat revenue I've made in probably a year, maybe since my birthday. I think my birthday stream last year I made a little more. And I'm saying thank you, Brian C., because in my lifetime as a streamer, I always make a ton, not a ton, but I make a decent amount of money on live streams when I do shots. People like to see me do shots. People like to see me get buzzed. People like to, see my reactions to tequila and whatever. And that's fine. None of that bothers me, and I keep it under control, and I never put myself in danger or whatever. But it's nice to see someone just give $20 because they just wanted to say, "Hope you're doing well. Love your videos and streams." You're just literally, "Hey, I appreciate what you do. Here's $20." I love that. My dream as a streamer, when I do live streams, is that I like obviously the revenue is great when people super chat and stuff. I like to see people just super chat because they feel like doing it, not because I mentioned you could play music or get shots out of it. That me as a content creator justifies the super chat rather than me having to do something crazy. But this is the last night of this crazy shot stuff for the rest of the year because I can't have alcohol in the house. So that being said, let's get this Jameson down. Sorry, Corey. Are you Brian C.? No, you are not. All right. Sorry, Corey. I know you're trying to... Oh, let me bump it. It's 1 cent USD, right? Doesn't work, though. All right. And by the way, this doesn't mean I'm upset with people donating for shots. I obviously said, hey, donate money, I'll do shots, so that's fine. I'm not mad at people for doing that. It's cool. I enjoy, obviously, having some booze and alcohol, and it's all in good fun. But it's one of those things that, I know for the rest of this year, the money I have made on this stream, I will probably never come close to making this amount of money on a stream again the rest of the year. Because I won't be doing shots for alcohol because I can't. So it's one of those things that it's just really nice to see someone come in who I've never seen in a live stream before just be like, hey, I appreciate your content, I guess that's where I remind people I have a Patreon at patreon.com/NintendoPrime. You can commit, like $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever. Become a member, like that Prime family, the thing that says latest family member in the top right corner of the stream. Those are people that hit the join button for $5 a month on my channel on the YouTube thing. So if you hit the join button for $5 a month, that's how you become the latest family member up there. The top weekly thing, I don't know why it's not working, but because right now the top weekly should be Corey's donation, but I don't know why it's not working. I've had some issues with Streamlabs, but it's still $20 though. It's not $20 from a single person. It's a separate super chat. It'd be different if Brian would have came back in and gave another $1. But anyways, I am the master of excuses. I was going to give it to Brian until he mentioned that he did not donate specifically for a tequila or for a tequila shot. So he got the shot that he would get for being under $20, and that was Jameson. And now Jameson's gone. Now, to be fair, Jameson has the same alcohol percentage as this. So in terms of messing me up, in terms of the alcohol messing me up, it's a better percentage. But this is probably higher than what it is because outside of the fact I hate tequila, it's 2 years old and it's been open. So it's like fermented a little. Guaranteed. Because it does not taste like normal tequila. But I thought the drink broke. Just go with that story. You could do a $20 donation for a long video. What do you mean for a long video? A long video request? I'm not sure you're talking about Sonic Man. Brian C says, thanks for the great explanation, Nate. I'm glad to help support your stream because you work hard to provide us with happiness from your content. Thanks. Like, I try. And I think that's what's so great when I see a super chat. Like Corey's, whatever, giving me crap and all this stuff. But Corey comes along. He's been a supporter on the Patreon for a long time. Almost every single stream, he always donates at least a couple bucks. And I don't do that many streams now, so it's even easier, I suppose, for him to probably do it because I'm only streaming like once in a while. But, so Corey doesn't just donate just for shots. I mean, the $30 one was clearly because he wanted me to do tequila, but it's nice. And a lot of you, like Y2 Wrestling, I think, has donated in the past. Sonic Man's done it. I think he did it today too. There's some regulars in here who have done donations in the past. Joe Prosco, I know, has donated in the past. He's also a YouTube member of my channel. So like there's a number of people in the chat right now that have done it in the past. But I think you guys all know that the higher the entertainment value, usually the more you get, the more moolah you make. And I guess for me, what's clear is there's no higher entertainment value than Nate drinking. Or Nate drinking and playing games. Specifically playing Splatoon and drinking seems to have been equal. Like the night that I made over that's right. I made over $700 one night doing shots. And that was insane. I don't know how, I think I did over like 50 shots that night. It was crazy. And that was for, while I was playing Splatoon with people on the stream. It was insane. It was insane. I don't have any other explanation than it was insane. Y2 Wrestling hits me up for $4.99. I'm assuming that's $5 or just on a thing, so I'll give you a shot of the root beer stuff for that. Because again, not your fault. iPhones, I know how it works. I have an iPhone right now. I didn't have an iPhone for a while. Now I do. The reason my donation earlier came through for $1 was because I had because I'm on my computer, so I donated from my computer instead of from my phone. But I could donate from my phone too. My phone would actually probably approve more than $1, to be honest. But you guys know, like when I donate to myself, it's usually because I just want to do a shot and I'm trying to be fair to the rules. Now, if I just had a regular drink here, like if I just had a beer I was sipping, I would just sip the beer. But I'm not. I literally, I'm trying to get rid of all the booze in my house, and I might as well do it during the stream and entertain you guys, because why not? Let me see here. So we had the $5, $4.99, correction, but I'll give you the extra cent. I love the Nintendo Prime community. Hope everyone is safe. As for song requests, could you play Yoshi's Crafted World Insert Coin Song? I got you, buddy. I got you. Again, remember, Super Chats, you can also get song requests. Unfortunately, people don't really take advantage of the song request stuff as often as I feel like they should. So let's go here. Let me insert coin song. Let me see here. I guess we'll go with the extended version that's 10 minutes long. I mean, it's a little long, but that's all right. We'll give you the 10-minute version. Unless I get really annoyed of it, but there you go. There it is. Let me do this root beer. It smells like root beer. Something that actually smells good. The root beer shots do not taste that good. If you've ever done like the root beer alcohol, it's not good, but it's okay. It's better than tequila. Oh, especially warm. Especially warm, not good. Tequila's way worse, though. Way worse. The crazy thing too, depending on which platform I'm on, it allows. Do we really need the theme song again? I mean, that's up to you, Corey. The crazy thing too, depending on which platform I'm on, it allows different payment methods. PC doesn't let you use PayPal, but if I'm on Android tablet, you can use PayPal to donate, which I don't get. You can do it on iPhone too. I think you can do PayPal. A PC doesn't let PayPal? I suppose. On PC, it always asks me for a card. I guess for me, it always lets me use PayPal because I have a PayPal business card. So I just use literally that card, and then I'm using PayPal. But I guess you're right. I don't think on PC I can link PayPal directly. That is weird. Don't tempt you, Corey. I already tempted you. The moment I busted this out and said $20, don't lie. I already tempted you with that. You're not going to do 20 again to make sure I do it. I guarantee that. But I appreciate your support, man. Honestly, keeping this on the real, keeping this on the level with you guys, I really appreciate the support. This isn't meant to be a pity party. It isn't meant to be a woe is me thing, because it's not. I have a good life. I have a very good life. I have three wonderful children. I have a girl that just is the most special person to me in the whole world. I am by no means like really bad off financially. I literally bought a new Switch. I got all those physical games now that I'm not even considering selling because I'm not in that kind of situation. My bills are currently paid. I got, obviously, that stimulus stuff's coming to us all, and so hopefully we'll have that in a couple weeks. And YouTube has turned around a little bit. I'm not making that much off YouTube. Just to be honest, between like Patreon and YouTube ad revenue, I'm probably making like $300-400 a month total. So I'm not really making that much money off doing YouTube. But my other job that I was working, I can't do anymore. So, because they're just not doing it because of this whole pandemic thing, don't do it. And I was paid under the table, so it's not something I can claim unemployment for. So this isn't a woe is me. We're fine. Yulia's back at work now. She's actually a personal care worker, so she's working in the healthcare industry. So obviously that's a whole nother risk of COVID and everything in the house as well. But she's got to do what she's got to do, not only because she wants to work, but because hey, we need money coming in as a family beyond this YouTube stuff. I really appreciate the support at a time like this, because we're all struggling in one way or another, financially or personally or just mentally. And I appreciate support at a time like this, even though I'm not going to see this money for another month and all that. It's whatever. I'm fine this month, so like it's great to know that hey, I'm gonna have an extra $60 or something in my pocket from this live stream that helps support what I do here. I don't need motivation to make videos. I make videos because I enjoy it. I haven't been doing YouTube for 3 years as Nintendo Prime, 10 years overall. For money. Most of that time I never really made money. I do YouTube because I enjoy it. And I continue to enjoy it. And unfortunately, because I'm homeschooling my kids and other logistical reasons, I don't have time to necessarily do other things I want to do, like Prime News. I want to do Prime News every single day. I love making Prime News. It is by far the video series that pushes my editing skills to the limit. It pushes my journalistic skills to the limit, doing real research on news and not just spouting opinions, but actually having to just fact, little tiny bit of opinion maybe to get a conversation going, move on to the next news piece. I love that. That's like a callback to me when I used to be a journalist. And I love that. I love the editing for it. I love everything about Prime News, the dancing at the end. But I just logistically can't do it right now. Arguing with myself. You guys remember arguing with myself? You guys remember the one episode of that I made? I love that video concept. Very nice piece of original content. I want to do more of it. I can't find the time. So it's a situation where it's not like I don't like ideas and creativity. I love making YouTube videos. And regardless of you guys super chatting, regardless of ad revenue, I'm always going to be making YouTube videos. It's just because I have a family, the revenue is kind of the justification at times to take time away from my family to do it. Because that's just the reality of the world. So I appreciate the support you guys are giving. It's amazing. I know Corey just hit me with another $2. So, yeah. Oh my god, that's enough. I know this thing just going on repeat. Animal Crossing New Horizons music. All right. It's been, 6+ minutes of it, so. Let's see here. Animal Crossing New Horizons music. Let's play, No, we're not gonna play hour-long music, half-hour-long music. No. Here, we'll just do the main theme without the background sounds. Here we go. Because why not? Because why not? It's 5 minutes long. So, thank you so much, Corey, for the $2 Canadian. I'm surprised that you didn't go for the old theme song. Watch you rest. The community donates out of love. It's hard times right now, so I appreciate you streaming at all right now. Yeah, like I was debating if I was going to stream tonight, but in talking to Yulia, it kind of became one of those things where it's okay to stream right now. Like she was okay with it because she had a really long nap today. It's been a rough week. I'm not going to sit here and lie. There's no woe is me, no pity party. Don't donate because you feel bad for me. I have a great life. I have a fantastic life. I have like a more amazing life than I probably deserve, to be honest. I mean, I got my FAFSA stuff almost all sorted out. I'm about a week away from registering for classes for summer, and like things are going my way. Things are going well. But man, is it nice to get support from you guys and see you guys just loving the content. The views have been up on my last handful of videos, which is great. Because there was a while there for like 2 weeks straight, my videos didn't even crack 1,000 views. And it's like weird because I'm giving away like $120 worth of Animal Crossing games, and that's like more money than I made in the entire month of May. So like just to give you guys an idea, like I do a giveaway a month now. It's something that I've dedicated myself to because I decided I want to give back to the community. I'm giving away 2 copies of Trials of Mana this month. That might be more than I make for the entire month. I have no idea. Like the stream's doing really, really well, but I have no idea. It might be more than I make for the whole month. And I'm cool with that. Like it doesn't bother me. Because I want people to realize that I make content for the love of making content. The money is just, again, the justification to keep doing it, or the justification for me mentally to not feel guilty about setting time aside for it. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. Yeah, online classes, computer programming at CVTC, Chippewa Valley Technical College. Kayla Pinkston says, you're one of the few gaming news channels that actually say they're a journalist. Others are afraid for some reason to call themselves that. Well, I usually call myself a former journalist. I have no real training or schooling in being a journalist, but I was editor-in-chief of a very successful Zelda website that had millions of views. Like many millions of views per year. You can't be an editor-in-chief of something and report news for 12 plus years like I did, and not call yourself a journalist. I literally was the definition of what a journalist is, just without the schooling for it. So basically, if I ever got a degree, I already have crap loads of experience to get a job. I'm not going for that kind of job, but if I wanted to be a journalist, I can go to school for journalism, even if I only got like a C and barely passed. I have a crap load of real life experience being a journalist and being more than just a journalist because I was editor-in-chief. But as a YouTuber, I don't feel like a journalist. There is a little bit of a disconnect between being a YouTuber and being a journalist, depending on the video type. When I am making a Prime News video, very much I'm a journalist. I consider that to be journalism. And there's 2 specific types of journalism. Okay? You have investigative journalism. This is something like, to give an example, what Jason Schreier does at Kotaku. I would call him an investigative journalist. So he investigates things, gathers a bunch of information, gets a bunch of sources, and does investigative journalism. Then there's just news reporting. That's just general journalism. That's just, here's the news, here's the facts behind it, here's an article, here's this, here's that. That's just a general perspective. And there's a little bit of that in a lot of my news videos. There's a little bit of a journalistic feel when I'm reporting on what's happening. But what I will put the disconnect in is opinions. Now, there are a ton of actual journalists that write opinion pieces, but everyone can have an opinion. Anyone in the world can have an opinion. I don't really view opinions as a journalistic thing. So a lot of my news videos that I even put in like a news category are 90% opinion, 10% news. And that's where I think the disconnect comes from. Prime news is basically that's journalism, that's journalist stuff. Spawnwave and his news show, like that's journalism. But when he does a video, when I do a video, when other people do a video where they give news for like a minute of it, and then the rest is them giving opinions on the news, that to me is not journalism. That to me is you being a talking head. And this, to me, is how I've always viewed it. So when you watch, CNN or Fox News or anything, and 95% of their coverage is opinions, and only 5% is the news, to me, that's not journalism. That's them just being a talking head. And there's nothing wrong with talking heads. To be clear, there's not a damn thing wrong with talking heads. I'm a talking head. It's okay. It's okay to have opinions. It's okay to talk about them. It's okay to create discussion around your thoughts and your opinions on news. But I like to make that distinction because oftentimes people try to pass their opinions as news. My opinion is not news. My opinion is just that, an opinion. My thoughts are my thoughts. It's not news. So I try to be very careful with the journalism term. I have journalism experience. I do journalistic things at times, but most of my videos I don't consider to be real journalism, even though there's some news reporting involved. It's mostly opinion and talking about news, except for Prime News. Prime News is journalism for most of it. I'd say probably more than 70% of every Prime News video is strictly news and not my opinion. But I don't know. That's my take. Anyways, let me stop the Animal Crossing music because obviously it's been playing for 2 extra minutes and we did not get a super chat for that. I was just in the middle of a little tangent, so oh come on. I'm just gonna close that tab and reopen a different tab for music in case we get more requests in. So yeah, I'm a journalist in some ways, but I hope that makes sense. I hope my distinction makes sense because I don't know. That's probably not even the literal definition of journalism, but that's how I've always defined journalism. I don't know. We did get a tip for $10 from 151 Kina. I did a $10 donation using the donation link. Speaking of that donation link, let me check something quick. So my PayPal, I don't talk about it very often. My business PayPal has actually been negative for a little bit. Yeah, my PayPal account's locked up. That's okay. Let me go to Streamlabs. I just want to make sure that that money didn't just like vanish. Log in. I'm just checking Streamlabs here to see if that donation's chilling on Streamlabs. I hope it didn't go directly to PayPal since my PayPal account's I think closed right now because it was negative for too long. It has the donation listed. Sorry, this is just me double checking something. Okay, no, it was paid with a credit card, so it's sitting on here. Okay, I gotta change my my stuff here on Streamlabs so the donation money goes somewhere else. It doesn't go to PayPal. I want to disconnect that PayPal. Let's see here. Yes, I'm sure I want to disconnect the PayPal. All right, cool. I'll set up a direct deposit to my new bank from Streamlabs for donations. Thank you so much though for that $10. I appreciate that $10. Let me get your up your shot in. 151 Kina. Thank you so much. I think that was the only donation. I don't think I saw another one in there. Yeah, it wouldn't let you. Yeah. Were you trying to do Joe Prosco, were you trying to do a PayPal tip? Were you trying to use PayPal? The PayPal tip wouldn't work because my PayPal account, I have a second PayPal account. So I do have another PayPal account. By the way, cheers, man. Thank you so much for the $10. No. No. I still have ice, but no water. So yeah. Yeah. So let me actually. Maybe I can link my other PayPal account. Let me check my other PayPal account quick. I've had 2 PayPal accounts for a long time. Let me see if it'll let me log into that other one. I think it's didn't I use that email? I have a few different emails. That's not my current number though. My number is 71. I wonder how many people realize that if you pay attention to the sound of the keys, you could figure out what my phone number is. I'm just throwing that out there. If you pay attention, if you rewind the video and pay attention to the sound of the keys, you can figure out what my phone number is. Because fun fact, each key has a distinct sound. Very, very distinct sound. So, of course, I expect my phone to get spammed with a bunch of phone calls, and then I got to change my number. Okay. No, this is Yulia's PayPal. Interesting. I used that email for Yulia's PayPal? Okay, good to know. I must have set up Yulia's PayPal at some point. How about this one? It must be this one. This must be... Sorry, I'm going to link a different PayPal account to my Streamlabs. That's my other one, isn't it? No! Oh, my MasterCard expired on there. That's okay. I have a whole different bank I can use to connect. Oh, cool. This one works. All right. I'm going to connect this PayPal so then I can still get PayPal. That way people can donate with PayPal if they want to. Let me just change this up. All right, submit. Okay, cool. All right, I got PayPal reconnected on Streamlabs. So if you were trying to do a donation through Streamlabs before and you were trying to use PayPal, it should work right now because I connected an actual PayPal account that is working to it. That is me. So if that was something you were trying to do before and it didn't work, because I know PayPal doesn't work with super chats if you're on PC and stuff. Tried using PayPal and it won't let me. Yeah, it should let you now. Joe Prosco, it should let you now if you want to do it that way. I have a PayPal account connected that I'll connect my bank to it later because I have a different bank account now, different banking information. It's 011-89999. All right. Opinions are fine, says Caleb. I just see a lot of people think that just giving the news and they think they don't have a journalism degree or work at a big company or never. Oh, yeah. So, like, if you're someone who just gives the news, you report on the news and you're like, oh, because I don't work at CNN or I don't. You don't need a degree to be a journalist. I want to be very clear about this. You don't need a degree to be a journalist. Does it help? Absolutely. It will help you get a job as a journalist. Most places require you to have a degree that hire news people as a journalism degree before they hire you. But not all places. You can get a job in journalism anywhere, not just video games, anywhere without a journalism degree. Because a lot of things that you learn in school, from what I've been told about people that actually went to school for journalism, are very different than what you do in actual journalism. But you do learn about ethics and stuff that isn't taught to me. I kind of had to learn the ethics in journalism stuff through experience rather than through school. But in general, I consider myself very well versed in journalism. So, yes, opinions are fine, of course. But if you make a video that's just reporting news and that's it, no, you can have opinions, but like that's not the crux of it. There's you could say, oh, this is 30 seconds of my thoughts on it, but like a majority of the video is giving the news. I'd say like Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is an example. Most of his videos is here's the news, and then he gives you like 30 seconds of his opinion. That's journalism. He's doing a journalistic thing. He's reporting on news. If the point of the video is to report on news, it's journalism. So, yeah, YouTubers can be journalists. I think the reason, this is just a personal opinion, of course, the reason that a lot of YouTubers don't want to be considered journalists is twofold. One, they don't want to be held accountable. I make mistakes. I know I make mistakes. People correct me in the comments. It happens. I try to apologize in my next video or my next live stream. Mistakes happen. Real journalists make mistakes too, all the time. So it happens. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to accept mistakes. Does that make sense? It's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay to just accept that you are going to make mistakes. You should always strive to not make mistakes in the actual report. You can have a mistaken opinion. You could misremember something when you're making an opinion on something. I can misremember something in Zelda, make a statement that's untrue. But if it's about the news itself, the actual news, you should not. You should strive to not make a mistake in the reporting of the actual news. If the mistake is in something you're recollecting that affects your opinion, that's different. You should obviously try to rectify that mistake, but that doesn't affect the actual news report. So, but mistakes are going to happen. You shouldn't accept that it's okay to make that mistake, but you should accept that mistakes happen and not be afraid to make a mistake. But strive not to. I hope that makes sense. The other thing is, there is a jaded view of journalism out there. There's a jaded view of video game journalism in particular. A lot of people don't trust IGN. They don't trust Kotaku. They don't trust Polygon. They don't trust Destructoid. They don't trust any of these more traditional video game news outlets. They just don't trust them. And there's a copious amount of reasons why they don't trust them. But they trust these individual YouTubers that are less qualified typically, and they're basically just gamers that made a YouTube channel and got popular. And they want to disconnect from gaming journalists. They want to be like, these are gaming journalists and this is me. I'm not a gaming journalist. So ha 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 ha. I can make fun of gaming journalists or make fun of this or like whatever. And I'm not saying that, those videos aren't fun. I know many content creators that have made fun of Kotaku and Jason Schreier and others, and whatever, but just know that, you're open game too. There's critical videos of me out there. If you type, heck, for funsies, let's do it quick. Let's just type in Nintendo Prime and see what shows up. It's been a while since I typed my YouTube's name into YouTube. So there's our stream. There's my video today. Over 500 views. There's my launch live stream of Breath of the Wild, baby. 3 years ago. Let's see here. So not too bad. I don't know what this has to do with anything. Scrolling down. I'm seeing if there's any critical videos of me. Well, hey, that's kind of cool. So I used to look up Nintendo Prime on here, and there would be a whole bunch of videos criticizing me. Remember the GameStop debate? God, the GameStop debate's one of my most popular live streams. Is that more popular than the Player Essence debate? It is. My debate with GameStop is more popular than my debate with Player Essence. How about that? And there's my family, for those wondering. There's me. There's my lady. There's my daughter, Melody. There's Aiden. There's Ollie. Enjoy that Prime video that I made, that Prime family video I made a year ago, because while that's perfectly friendly content and what YouTube wants you to make back then, you're not allowed to make videos with your kids anymore. So those are my kids, and I can't have them in a video anymore. Look at that. That's cute. They can't be in a video anymore, though. It kind of sucks. Let me close this. Am I a fraudulent YouTuber? GameStop stuff. Yeah, that's the debate. So there used to be videos that popped up that were critical of me, but maybe they've been buried by YouTube now. There used to be a bunch of videos that popped up. So let me do a Nintendo Prime Exposed, because that's always fun. Again, my videos. Here we go. We got Review Cheeseburger USA a year ago. Throws DSP under the bus during a Begathon stream. Because if I mention, donations for super chats, or if I mention super chats or whatever for shots, or if I mention it for song requests or anything, it turn into I'm begging. You don't have to give a shit. It's fine. That's it though. Huh. That's actually it. That's the only video. Gamesta's video. I think Gamesta's channel has been deleted from YouTube. I'm actually curious. Do you guys even remember Gamesta? Does he even still have a channel? Whoops. Or did he finally get banned by YouTube? Gamesta, the Return of Texas. No, and that's his. He made a second channel. He still exists. Because I mentioned him in the stream, you know he's gonna make a video on me. You know he's gonna make a video on me. He's just going to. That's just what he does. So he's focusing on Destiny FOMO. Is this actually him? Oh, is this actually him? Let me hear his voice. Hold on.
I wasn't even gonna drop a video today, but
Yeah, it's him. He had to make another channel because his channel got banned, I'm sure. Cuz he gets a little intense. He used to go after me pretty hard. Anyways. I guess not as many videos. There used to be a ton of videos that were really critical of me. I wonder if some of them got deleted. I'm very curious if some of them got deleted. All right, let me get back into the chat here and what you guys are talking about. Here we go. We have an honest comment here from Armando Medina. Welcome to the stream, man. By the way, I don't know how long you've been watching for, but thank you so much for tuning in. You got an free toilet paper. Joe Prosco tipped $5. Sorry I missed that tip, but hey, it's working. See, I told you. It was because the PayPal account I had attached to it is currently closed. Does that mean I should give you guys my PayPal card info because it's for an account that doesn't work? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's okay though. I knew that account was gonna get closed. Cheers, man. Thank you so much. This isn't a full shot. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a full shot because that was all that was left of the 99 root beer. So if you were donating for a shot, this is it, folks. The only other shot I can do tonight is this. This is a $20 shot. This is all I got left. So if you donate anything less than $20, I'm not doing any more shots tonight because tequila messes me up too much. Now, if there's a coordinated thing where 4 of you get together and do $5 shots or $5 super chat, and you tell me in the super chat or the donation that it was a coordinated attempt to get to the $20, that's fine. I will let 4 of you team up for $5. That's not a big deal. But I'm not just going to randomly do tequila for really cheap because tequila does mess me up, and there's probably only 1 shot left for the whole night. So let's make that count, shall we? Thank you so much, though. I appreciate the support, Joe. You probably didn't even do it necessarily for me to do a shot, but I appreciate I appreciate it. Now you can donate with PayPal if you want. Not required. No one ever has to give me a dime. I did not expect $100 or $98 tonight in donations and super chats. Completely unexpected. I thought we might be lucky to get $10 tonight. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for the support. Man, not good. I need an ice cube. Ice cube. Oh, cold. I don't even have water to chase it with right now. Dang it. My next tequila shot's going to be painful. Going to be painful. I wonder if Yulia's sleeping. No, she's playing. I bet she's playing Animal Crossing. That's why she's not checking her phone. When she's playing Animal Crossing, she doesn't look at her phone. She's so addicted to that game. Did I know that Nintendo Ultra got suspended? Why does that channel sound so familiar? Nintendo Ultra. He got suspended. His channel's up. He had a video go up a week ago. Whoa. I don't want to play anything. He had a not your typical gaming video. He had a video go up a week ago. Are you sure he's suspended? He only puts up a couple videos a month. Are you sure? Are we actually sure he's suspended? Because his last video was a week ago, which fits his usual upload timeline. Yeah, they're more. I'm sorry, Armando Medina. Let me actually read your comment. You were talking about why most people don't trust video game journalism. So the reason most people don't trust video game journalists, in my personal experience, is because most of the time they are preachy for subjective social standards rather than games. Yes, that is a common problem in video game. I'm going to be honest. It's a common problem in journalism. What I've noticed is people seem to be really upset about. It doesn't upset me as much, and I'll explain why it doesn't upset me as much. But I think that people get upset when politics are brought into reporting on stuff. And what's happened is a lot of video game journalists have brought their personal politics into their reporting. There was a recent controversy over, what's her name? Laura Kate Dale, I think it was. Now, I know Laura Kate Dale. I've never met her. So when I say I know her, what I mean is that, like, I know of her. I have had interactions with her. If you go back in my Twitter history, you'll see me and her have actually talked to each other. I'm aware of who Laura Kate Dale is. And I think she was hired recently by Polygon. And there was a controversy going around about some recent article she wrote and all this stuff. And what she does is, for those who don't know, Laura Kate Dale is a transgender person. She's a man who identifies as a woman. I guess I'm not trying to be insensitive here. Like, I think that's the actual, like, she was a boy. Like, I called her a she. Like, she was a boy who grew up as a boy who identifies as a woman, and, you know, that's okay. So it's a she. And she took an issue with, I think it was Persona or something, I can't remember, about some change they made and how it wasn't good enough because the transgender people or the gay people in it, or whatever the case may be, are still not presented in good light, or whatever. I don't know. There was like this big controversy about it. And the reason I think it became controversial is because it's kind of a political, sexist related topic about a video game. And it's weird because in reacting that way, it's almost as acting as if people that are that way can't act that way. And I get not wanting to be represented that way, but it's also one of those, you know, that does happen sometimes. So it's a very weird situation. And this happens a lot with journalism, is like these things get drug out that maybe don't need, like, journalists like her get applauded for bringing attention to these issues. And sometimes I think the issues, people are just tired of them. They just want to play games and have fun, not be always talking about the negative side, I guess, of some things. And this isn't me saying that some games don't do things wrong, but I don't know. It's a sticky topic. And I guess a lot of people are just sick of politics being brought into it. If you'll notice at my channel, I rarely ever bring up politics. You know, whether it's about Trump or whether it's about the elections or whether it's about, sexism or whatever. Like, I rarely talk about that stuff. I think maybe 2 videos in the history of my channel ever had anything to do with it, because I don't enjoy reading that stuff. I don't enjoy debating that stuff. It's not fun. So why would I talk about it? There are entire channels that talk about it all the time. The Quartering is a prime example of a channel that talks a ton about sexism, talks a ton about racism, talks a ton about political crap in video games and media. And that's fine. There's an audience for that, and there's a lot of people that enjoy that kind of content. I'm not one of those people, so I don't talk about it that often. Doesn't mean it doesn't ever come up, because obviously there are things that bother me and affect my life, but I don't think that much about it in general. You know, so I think people get tired of politics being injected, personal politics, especially personal opinions on politics being injected into video game journalism. And that bothers people. Polygon is extremely guilty of this. So it's not just Laura Kate Dale. Polygon in general, it's like what they're known for, to be completely honest. And I don't like it. So people turn to YouTubers, they turn to what's called non-traditional media, even though that form of media is more popular in many ways than traditional media. but whatever. Non-traditional media is turned to because people are looking for others that aren't as tainted. And the thing is, and when I say tainted, it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just, it's okay that Polygon does that. Like, I'm not against what Polygon does. It's just not what I enjoy. So it just leads to this general cloud over people where they don't enjoy that kind of journalism, and they prefer journalism that just focuses on the game and doesn't focus on personal politics. Personal opinion, sure, but not the political side of things. And I think that's where YouTubers have really come to fruition, because there's a lot of us that don't bring politics into things. Like, I don't even know the personal politics of, say, Spawnwave. Don't know it at all. Don't know Player Essence, Dreamcast Guy, RGT, that whole crew of people. I don't know any of their political stance. I don't know if they're Republican. I don't know if they're Democrat. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I care about their opinions on video games. I'm not here to hear about their politics. Same with me. People don't know if I'm Republican or Democrat or independent. It doesn't matter. And I don't need to hear, you guys don't need to hear my opinions on abortion, or my opinions on transvestites, or my opinions on gender, identity, or like, you guys don't need to hear any of that crap. Who cares? I mean, obviously people care. I don't want to be insensitive to it. But what's that got to do with me reporting on video games? Next to nothing. So I talk about it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of places that do. And that's cool for the people that want to know and want to hear about it. There's obviously a large crowd that does. I'm just not one of those people. And I think it's tainted video game journalism on too many websites. Too many. I think too many of the traditional media websites do this. And I wish they didn't. Wish I had more water, too. Maybe I should stop and put some more water in my... Whew! Put some more water in my cup. Let me get back to the chat. Maybe I'll go. I got a sink right out in the other room that I can put some water in here. I play some music for you guys, but let me give you a little chair stream. But let me read the chat quick and get caught up. It was only for a week or two. He had something in the title, and someone supposedly complained to Twitch. Oh, it was a Twitch thing, so his Twitch channel got banned. One crazy thing is, I have a politician following me on Twitter. IKD had reassignment surgery completely. Lower Kate Dale, I think you mean. LKD, okay. Lower Kate Dale had reassignment surgery completed. Yeah, like, I don't really care if people... It doesn't bother me that she had that done. That doesn't bother me. He seems like an okay guy. I don't always agree with him, but, I kind of like how he responded to COVID-19. I typically only talk about politics on YouTube or Twitch when it affects gaming. Yeah, thanks for the bless you. I'm going to play some music for you guys quick. I'm going to go put some water in my thing. And I'm going to advertise something, because I'm going to do something in my water that I don't always do, but I'm going to do it today. Let me see what I got in here. We're going to go with... Yeah, we're going to go with that. We're going to do... So, in the background of my videos, you guys often see that giant pile over there. You see that pile? Do you know what that pile of stuff is? It is this. It is Respawn. So, what is Respawn? For those who don't know, I got all this. I got like a giant case of this stuff at E3 last year. It is a mental performance drink mix. It's low calorie, so it barely adds any calories. It adds 20 calories per serving, which is one packet. So it adds 20 calories to your drink. So the directions say pour, shake, drink, game on. Ingredients are a whole bunch of crap that you guys are going to know. Obviously, citric acid is one that everyone knows about. Not necessarily good for you, but it is what it is. Whole bunch of stuff. Has caffeine. That's kind of the big thing. It's an energy drink. It takes your water and turns it into a healthier energy drink than just like soda. So I use it when I want a boost. So I'm gonna rip a couple packets into my ice only container. So 40 calories each. By the way, you're only supposed to have like 3 of these a day. This is my first 2 of the day, so it's all right. I'm not having any more today. really tasty stuff. I don't even know if they sell this stuff online. Who makes it again? I think it was a G-Force that made it. It was a joke originally, a Razor. It was originally an April Fool's joke, and then they made it into a product, and it's a really good product. I'm going to go fill this up, and I'm going to play you guys some music here, and I will be right back. I'm just going to leave the chair up. Sorry, I'm going to leave the chair up like this, and you guys can have a little chair stream for like a minute.
My neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way, and who that fella was who came by yesterday. I quickly turn my face before I start to blush, 'cause frankly there is nothing I can say. Down, down, down. I've always had a thing for pushing the extremes, and I just got a thing you won't find in the magazines. This molded silicone has got me begging, please give me more of what I really need, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the lube and slam the day away. My shaft is quivering and my balls are turning blue as I think of drinking in a foot or even two of my favorite stallion that I keep in my top drawer. Slip it in and I'll be dripping goo as I take more cock. Horse cock, shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside a sock. Don't stop now, horse cock. Stretch out my insides and make me bray. My lovely horse cock, horse cock. Shoop de doop dap 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 down da da horse cock, horse cock. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. My neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way, and who that fella was who came by yesterday. I quickly turn my face before I start to blush, 'cause frankly there is nothing I can say. Down, down, down. I've always had a thing for pushing the extremes, and I just got a thing you won't find.
I'll stop that song. I'll stop it. Oh, how you guys doing? I'm back. Told you it wasn't going to take long. Boy, do I need a drink tonight. Let me tell you. Oh, I really hope. Actually, I don't know if I hope. If I do this last shot of tequila, things are going to get real up in here. Let's see here. What are people saying here? We should change the subject to more happy things. We should. I need some water too. Thought I said soap. Like, what Nintendo games you want to see coming up next? What Nintendo game? Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, that's the only game I really, besides Ninjala, that I'm really, really looking forward to is Breath of the Wild 2. Let's see here. Name of the song? It's called Horsecock. It's by, hold on. I always forget who it's by. I should remember because I play it all the time. Pepper Coyote. That's right. The song's called Horsecock by Pepper Coyote. It's actually kind of an old song, to be completely honest. But that's one reason why it doesn't get copyright claim when I play it, because it's a really old song. Need Prime 4, though. I don't really care about. Wasn't the stream ending an hour ago? It was, but Yulia is busy. It was only going to end because I was going to play Animal Crossing with her, but she's busy, a.k.a. she's on the phone. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Oh, hey, Sonic Man, you don't gotta hide that anymore. We're no longer worried about being family friendly. So to read the comment that was hidden by Caleb Pinkston, it says, maybe when December comes, you should play Frosty the Pervert song, or Suck on My, is it cock, right? Ba 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 ba, suck on my cock. Da 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 da. I know what song you're talking about. I was introduced to it by Yulia, so I know what song you're talking about, Caleb. We can let those comments go through now because YouTube doesn't care about family friendliness anymore. So we used to have this policy. This isn't a fault of Sonic Man. We used to have a policy where we wouldn't let swearing or stuff like that go through. It's different now because YouTube changed. YouTube was trying to be family friendly, kid friendly, which you would think is a good thing, but they were violating a bunch of laws. So now it's like you almost want to be the opposite of kid friendly. You don't want to be like super extreme, but I think we can all agree this stream isn't like super extreme in that direction. But yeah, he didn't have to hide that comment. It's okay, Sonic Man. You're, as I said, you were going under my old policy when I told mods to hide all that stuff, but like we don't have to hide it anymore. We're good. The only thing I still have rules on are attacking others. That kind of stuff we don't allow. We don't allow people to attack others. Depression and all this is a real thing, and attacking others is basically, in my opinion, like a form of bullying. So that's the way it goes. Splatoon 3 is happening. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. I would personally like Xenoblade Chronicles X Remaster. Yeah, you're all cool, Sonic Man. Don't worry about it. We're all good. I'm not worried about it. You're not at fault. I need moderators. I'm really bad at communicating to my moderators about my changes and my policies. So it's all good. We usually don't have anything come up in streams that really matters. Not since we used to have some people who really dislike me come through my streams. But we haven't had anything like that in a while. I mean, heck, I tried looking up videos of people that don't like me, and there's like hardly anything out there now. I swear, guys, I'm not lying. There used to be like 12 videos like just attacking me, but now there's like hardly any. So I don't know if they got, what happened. Oh, I guess Nintendo Prime e-bagging is a popular search, which it just brings up that review cheeseburger video again with DSP, and nothing else comes up. That's specific to me anyways. Yeah, a lot of those videos must have been deleted. I forget who the guy was. I went to his channel and I made a comment on his channel, and I don't know if he deleted the videos. I didn't ask him to. There was somebody who criticized me like 4 months ago. I'm trying to find his video. I don't remember who it was. There was somebody who criticized me not too long ago. It was like really early in this year. And he was criticizing me for stuff from 2019, which I have fully copped to. I made a lot of mistakes in 2019. I destroyed my channel in 2019. Like, I legit destroyed my channel. I made way too many mistakes. And I e-bagged, and I did some really bad things that I should have never done. But I try not to do that stuff anymore. I think I've been pretty good about it. You guys would know. You guys are the one watching my content. But I can't remember the name of the channel now. I mean, it's not a channel that matters that much. Well, the thing is, I liked the content on his channel when he wasn't talking about other YouTubers, when he was actually talking about games. I literally do not remember who it was. I think I found it by just searching my name too. It wasn't even searching anything critical. It was one of the top videos, but now it's gone. So I'm just going back. And maybe one of you guys in the chat remember who it was. I know he removed one of my videos after I commented on it for some reason. And then he made a video about my comment. And he said that he respected that I responded. And then he mentioned how, like, most people he criticizes don't respond. But, like, he has a really tiny following. And if I had to guess, most people that he criticizes don't realize that they've been criticized by that person because he's such a small channel that, like, of course they're not going to respond because they're not even aware of it. It's not like Boogie2988 who gets criticized by some pretty big people. Like, he's a really tiny YouTuber. I haven't been criticized by anyone who's big. It's been always been really, really tiny YouTubers. So I don't know if they're trying to use my name for notoriety or, I mean, I legit deserve a lot of the criticism. Straight up, flat out. I've done a lot of really, really, really stupid shit. Which is inexcusable because I turned 34 this year. Like, I know better. I do. I've made mistakes. But I feel like I've grown. Including one of the mistakes. I rebranded my channel for a little bit there. I don't know if it was a mistake. I just don't think I was in a good headspace. I was dealing with some stuff, and this is not an excuse, but I do have depression. Not an excuse at all. But I literally have depression. I have a therapist I talk to every week. But that's not an excuse. I knew what I was doing when I did it. So you guys know what's up. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you know what's up. And if you haven't, don't worry about it. That person they don't exist anymore. Let's see here. I'm also waiting for Breath of the Wild 2, but we're still a ways from it. No politics, no religion. Microsoft and Sony say next gen, not delay, but I'm not sure I buy it. What's your take? Thanks, Brian. Let me see. My take is that I don't think they are delayed. I think they're going to release on time. I think there's going to be very limited stock. I think they're going to be sold out for the first 3 months. And you won't be able to buy a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X until February of next year. Unless you're one of the very few people to get a pre-order in. They're not going to delay it. They're just going to accept that demand is going to outweigh supply for many months. And they're going to use it as a momentum builder. That's all. They're going to Wii it. That's what I'm saying. Wii was sold out for like a year. They're going to Wii it. They're just going to accept it's going to be sold out. And they're going to use that to drive sales. So I don't think they're going to delay it. They're just going to take the Wii model into effect and just accept it's going to not be able to keep up with demand for a long time. Radical Rick. Whoa, was it Radical Rick? That name sounds familiar. Was it Radical Rick? He's someone who has... Radical Rick has criticized me before. But he's not the one I'm thinking of, no. But he has criticized me before. I think one of his videos of me was actually one of his most viewed. Radical Rick has like 5,000 subscribers or something. He really goes after Metal Jesus a lot. He does not like Metal Jesus. I don't know Metal Jesus Rocks that well, so I can't even comment on anything with him. But he's talked about me before. Let me make sure Radical Rick Nintendo Prime. Because he gets like, it looks like anywhere between I'd say probably 300 and 700 views a video. And his video on me, man, Radical Rick Nintendo Prime's not bringing it up. Did he delete the videos on me? Oh, there it is. Yeah, 300. Oh, Canadian Gamer, I think it was. Canadian Gamer finally popped up when I typed in Radical Rick Nintendo Prime. So I'm pretty sure it was Canadian Gamer. The Radical Rick videos, did he delete them? I think he might have deleted them. You know, it's interesting. I've noticed a common thread with the videos that criticize me. A lot of them get deleted. And I don't know why. I don't ask for any of the videos to be deleted when people criticize me. I think what happens, this is just my personal opinion because I don't actually know. I've never had a DM with anyone but Gamesta, and Gamesta was when we organized the stream. Before that, we had never had a DM, and I haven't had a DM with him since. Almost every video that criticizes me by most of these YouTubers, there's been dozens, has been deleted off of YouTube without me asking it to happen. And I wonder if it's because I accept the criticism. I don't run from it. I usually respond in a comment on their videos. I mean, heck, Canadian Gamer's streaming right now. He's probably got more viewers on his stream than I do. He's only got 496 subs. But like dropping the Mike Nintendo Prime, a lot of it was on stuff in 2019. Let me see right here what I'm looking at. And I left a comment on here where I said I'm glad. Hey, Siri, be quiet. I didn't even say you. Where I'm stumbled upon this by accident. What I love most in watching videos that try to tear me down is I see all this critical stuff about me. My life is full of presumptions. Because there's a lot of presumptions made when people are being critical about you. Like when he says, stop living a lavish lifestyle. Lavish lifestyle. I guess if having a bunch of free respawn for me. And anyways, I shop at Aldi's, which is true. And I coupon shop like crazy, which is also true. It doesn't really matter. It's not anyone's business. But, you know, clearly people that do that aren't exactly living lavishly. We have one working car, which is completely true. And it's my 1999 Nissan, or 1999, not Nissan, that's my old car. 2000 Honda Civic with over 240,000 miles on it is our only working vehicle and the only vehicle we can take our kids in. We do have a second vehicle we are borrowing from Yulia's parents. That's a 1996 truck. Yeah. And all the nice stuff, like we have a 4K TV over here that's really nice. That was gifted for Christmas. I don't really buy a lot of stuff myself. We got stuff for free. All of our couches in our house are free off Facebook Marketplace. Work stuff. I had a job. Now I don't because of COVID, but it is what it is. All the stuff that that I sold last year has been shipped. It just took me longer than it should have took. Laid a lot model of State 2019. I don't run from them. I don't hide from it. All I can do is move forward. I never made a single disability claim. There was this big thing about because I had a TBI and all this stuff that I'm just taking advantage of disability. I never once got paid out of disability. Not once. I never filed for it. Maybe I should have. We talked about it, but I just didn't do it. I didn't believe in it. I believe there's people that were way worse than me that deserve disability pay. I didn't believe I deserved disability pay. TBI or no TBI, I don't deserve disability pay. But I don't really care if people believe me. He pinned that comment, and he made another video on me, I think. He made a video on my comment about me. Nintendo Prime. But maybe he deleted it. Yeah, he deleted the other video. So that comment, he made a video about my comment. Where he read my comment off. And people seemed to respond really positively to it, like positive to my comment. They were happy that I addressed it. They were happy I spoke up. They were happy in general that I didn't run from the criticism. I accepted the criticism. And then he deleted the video. I think he was hoping that video would drive more criticism towards me, and it didn't. His video got a lot of dislikes. So then he deleted it. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what happened. Because he had that second video on me that's gone now. So I don't know. People are weird. Oh, in case people are wondering, when I click on home, this is kind of what I see. I watch a lot of Shark Tank. I don't know why I watch Shark Tank, but it's just entertaining. ESPN I'm subscribed to for sporting news. I have no idea what beat 'em ups is talking about here. I haven't watched this video yet. Philip DeFranco. How ridiculous. I don't know. They do crazy things sometimes. I don't enjoy everything they do. Maybe I'll click on the 100,000 Easter eggs. They look like they're dropping it onto the trampoline. They do a lot of trampoline crap. Jay's 2 Cents is by far one of my favorite YouTubers. One of my favorite tech YouTubers, especially. You can see other people, Linus Tech Tips, Austin Evans, Freaking Reviews, Dr. Mike. I watch Dr. Mike a lot for accurate information on COVID. I do pay attention to the CDC and stuff, but it's a nice hearing from an actual doctor. sometimes. Doesn't mean he's always right, but an idea. I'm subscribed to a lot of people. You saw Nintendo in my top stuff there. Let me see. One channel I love to dislike is Sony Soldier. I've seen his videos before. I don't remember. Do I remember Nintendo sucks? I remember Nintendo sucks. I remember that guy. That was a long time ago when I watched one of his videos. Destroy the channel, sort of like what you're doing to the booze tonight. Well, if I get this last shot of tequila in me, I will officially be gone. Just, woo! I will be gone. I'm already feeling it, if you can't tell. If you can't tell, we're going down the rabbit hole, which means I'm feeling it. I don't go down the rabbit hole if I'm not feeling it. I diagnosed with depression and anxiety in February. We are with you, Prime. Yeah, dude. You don't need a therapist. You need Jesus Christ. I am actually... Okay, so this is Joy-Con Nation. And in general, I'm not going to... Like, if you guys believe in God or don't believe in God, does not matter to me. I am a Roman Catholic. I was raised Roman Catholic. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I am religious. I don't talk about this. Again, I view... It sucks, but religion's kind of become a political thing. I don't talk about this very often. I've talked about briefly in spurts before. My kids go to private schools. How can you afford private schools? We don't pay for them to go to private schools. We qualify for grants from the church that pays their tuition to go to private schools. They go to Catholic schools. That's where all three of my kids go to. So that doesn't matter. What matters is that I do believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ, and I turn to him and I pray and I do a lot of stuff. I don't care if you don't believe. That's fine. That's your choice. That's your prerogative. I can't definitively tell you any of this stuff is real. I can only tell you what I believe. And yeah, I go to therapy. I've been going to therapy for years. To be completely honest, I was diagnosed with depression way long ago. But my depression isn't nearly as bad as my girl's depression, and it's not nearly as bad as many other people's depression. Beat 'em ups has had worse depression than me. So I am not, I don't like talking about it because I feel selfish talking about it because I don't want attention for it. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm not suicidal. I'm fine. I'm good. I was suicidal. I've been suicidal. I ain't suicidal. It's been a while. So I'm good. It's just one of those things. I don't want attention for it. So I don't like to bring it up because a lot of people attention seek for depression, which is part of depression too, because people like to have positive attention their way. But I don't really care about that crap. I'm good. I'm not just saying that. Like, I'm legit good. I know my issues. I take care of my issues. I have a family. I take care of my family. I take care of my kids. I'm good. We're good. We're all good here at the Prime family. We're good, man. I don't, you can show me love all you want. It's cool, but I'm good. We're good. For all intents and purposes, it will be delayed. I say everyone has different needs in order to cope with whatever they go through. Playing video games and music. The point of criticism is to start a feud and bring the channel game, but you don't give in. I admit my faults. I'm not a perfect YouTuber. Not even close. I think that's what people have always liked about me, or one thing they've liked about me. Let me try to mix this. One thing people like about me, and this is just something that I've been told, people like that I'm kind of real in a sense. I accept criticism. I mean, Armando Medina says that you are just a good, honest dude, Nate. And I think that's what people like about me, is that I got this rawness to me where I'm not like this cookie cutter YouTuber. Nothing wrong being a cookie cutter YouTuber. Like, I think Game Theory, as an example, is kind of a cookie cutter good guy YouTuber. Then some people hate that whole shtick. Spawnwave in a way is kind of a cookie cutter good guy YouTuber. I'm raw. I make mistakes. My editing's not always the best. Sometimes my editing's really good, and people wonder why I can't do that editing more often. And usually it's just a time reason. But like, I have issues in my life. I have issues in my personal life. I have issues we all do. We all have problems. And sometimes I let those problems seep into my channel. I don't want to do that anymore. So it's one of those situations where I know I make mistakes. I know I let my personal life affect my professional YouTuber life, and I'm trying to correct that. And it comes out in different ways on the channel. The stresses in my personal life come out in different ways on the channel. And I know that. I recognize my mistakes. But it's also part of, I think, what makes some people, not all people, but some people like me, is that I come across as a real person. I'm not a robot. I'm not a perfect human being. I'm a person that makes mistakes like everybody else. And maybe that makes my channel more relatable for them because I'm a real person. I'm a real person going through real shit, and that shit affects me, and I don't pretend it doesn't, but I try. My goal this year is to try to not let my real shit affect my day-to-day content. I don't want to make a video where I'm singing a song to my, fiance because there's issues. I don't want to make a dedicated anything because there's problems. I don't want to make controversy out of nothing with my viewers and start telling you guys my electricity is going to be turned off because I need you guys to donate. Like, that's just stupid shit. I don't want to go back down that path. I've been down that path before. It's stupid. I don't want to do that. Thankfully, I am not like that. It's not even the best. What video did you link? Oops, something went wrong. I don't know. It doesn't load. Is it a video that's been deleted? To all the people's families that have died, COVID-19 is real. Why would anyone make a fake virus to hurt? Oh, I don't know why anyone would think it's fake. Did someone say it's fake? Coronavirus. Oh, Thomas Chavez popped in and said coronavirus is fake. Look at all the videos on YouTube showing empty hospitals across the U.S., even in so-called epicenter New York. Coronavirus is fake news. Okay. Coronavirus. Here. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I'm back. Sorry. My computer crashed. I had the blue screen of death. I don't know why. I'm assuming I had too many tabs open in Chrome because I did have like 40 tabs open in Chrome. So maybe my RAM maxed out and that caused an error. I have no idea. But I'm back. In fact, let me check my task manager quick here and make sure there's nothing running or some spyware or something that shouldn't be running. I'm going to close this. This shouldn't be anything. This is a fresh reboot, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, we're good now. I'm not sure what exactly happened and why it crashed, but we're back. That's all that matters. We're back. Unexpected computer crash. What is cool about YouTube's new streaming system is if it crashes, it doesn't end the stream. It loops the end of whenever I crashed, and then when I come back in, I can just hit go live on Streamlabs, and then I'm back. So that is kind of cool. That is one nice thing about their new stream thing, their new streaming stuff. What was that beep? Do you guys hear a beep? I heard a beep. So I forgot what I was talking about since I was worried about that. Dude was going to give his opinion on the throttle of the channel. Okay, now he's moving. Sound is on. Blah, blah, blah. Let me reload. Muted. Blah, blah, blah. Got that. I can hear you. Okay, now I can hear him. Okay, Nate, here's a video for you to check out later, man. Sounds good, Thomas. Guys, be sure to, if you guys got questions for me, ping me in the chat. Twitch does something similar. If the stream cuts for some reason, it doesn't. Yeah, it just gives, like, it's nice to have a chance to come back. in case a computer crash happens or a camera malfunction or whatever. It's kind of cool now that YouTube used to not be that way. If your stream crashed, if your computer crashed, that was that the stream ended. So if you restarted the stream, it's a whole new video, new notification, kind of screws things up a bit. Just take a peek and let me know what you think and watch with an open mind. It's called Hospital Employee Assaults Citizen Journalist. Well, I'm not going to watch that on stream. Sounds a little political. So I don't get in. I try to avoid politics unless it involves my channel. All right. Are we gonna get to this? I don't know if anybody wants to do it, but we got one shot left. This is it. If I end the stream without doing it, it's cool. I'll just go dump it in the sink. We got one left. One tequila, $20 for the shot, and that's it. Then I am done for the next year doing it on stream anyways. It doesn't mean I won't drink again. It'll just not be at the house. Because again, for those who don't know, we have a family member staying with us who we can't have booze in the house anymore. So I either have to do it or throw it out. So, yeah, I'm gonna kind of get away from any political stuff with the coronavirus. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm good. We're not gonna keep talking about it. We're just gonna move on with our day. All right. You guys got any other questions for me? Maybe gaming related? Can we get some gaming related questions up in here? Let's change topics a bit. Change topics a bit. I'm just looking at really dumb memes right now. So, only thing I can say, Toma, I don't want to even comment on this. I can't comment on what's happening in New York or other places. In my area, we only have like 26 to 30 cases of the virus. But even though the virus isn't affecting much in terms of people going in the critical condition here, we have only 2 ICU beds available. If you go to the hospitals, they look empty. There's no one in the parking lot. There's hardly anyone in the hospital beds because they only hospitalize you if you need ICU, which is the intensive care unit. So I want to be very clear about what's happening, at least in my area, with the virus. You are only admitted to the hospital if you need the intensive care unit. The intensive care unit makes up a very, very small part of the hospital. The rest of the hospital is shut down. The rest of every hospital is completely shut down. Beyond like cancer and like people who need to stay for certain things are allowed to stay. But like the general hospital stuff is shut down. So if like, well, when you go to like Sacred Heart Hospital in Eau Claire, there's no cars in the visiting area because there's hardly anyone in the hospital because the only area that's fully functioning right now is the ICU and the emergency room. And the reason for that is that what people are doing with the ICU is where you get ventilated, where you get, where they help you breathe and all that, and all that stuff. So what happens is what the issue isn't that the hospital itself is overall overwhelmed. It's the ICU. And for those who don't know, the ICU is actually a very small part of a hospital. It's actually one of the smallest parts of the hospital. There are very few ICU beds, intensive care unit beds, in every hospital. Very few. To give you an example, Sacred Heart Hospital only has 10 ICU beds out of the 700 hospital beds they have. 10 ICU out of 700. 8 of those beds are taken up right now by people who don't have COVID. So the point of saying the hospitals are overwhelmed, and this is just a presumption based on my local area, isn't that the hospital itself is flooded with people. It's that the people who actually need the ICU, need ventilators, there's not enough. That's the idea. It's not that the hospitals are flooded with people, and if you go to get tested for COVID, there's a massive line. That's not what's happening. It's that the only people they admit need the intensive care unit. We don't have a treatment for this. In case people are unaware, we have no currently mass-produced treatment for COVID-19. So there's no reason to admit people to the hospital. In 99% of COVID-19 cases, you are sent home. You come in. I can speak from experience because we had someone get tested just I think today, actually, just today. You go in, you get tested, you're sent home. That's it. You test positive, you stay home. You only come in if you can't breathe. That's basically it. If it gets to the point you need to be intubated, you come in. Otherwise, you stay at home. So 99.999% of COVID cases, you stay at home. There's no treatment. There's nothing they can give you. That's it. That's the treatment. You stay at home and isolate yourself from everyone else, and you go through the symptoms, and if it gets to the point you can't breathe, then you go in and go into the ICU. The idea is that we don't have enough ICU beds. We don't have enough ventilators for the amount of people that need it. That's the problem. That's where the hospitals are getting overwhelmed. It's not a sheer number. It's not we don't have enough hospital beds for everyone. We have enough beds. This isn't like if you watch, what's that video that got popular from 1995 or 1996, that movie, Outbreak, I think it was, where there was that deadly disease from Africa, I think it was, that like we had this treatment for, but then it mutated and that treatment didn't work and it was really, really deadly and there clearly wasn't enough hospital beds and you had like people out in the hallways and stuff. That's not what COVID-19 is. COVID-19 is something we have no treatment for. If you test positive for COVID-19, they don't want you at the hospital. They send you home. They don't want you there. They only want you there if you need to be intubated because they can't do anything for you. There's no treatment for COVID-19. No widely, there's treatments being tested, but there's no widely accepted treatment or widely produced treatment. So you can go to hospitals and they're empty. They're empty because they cleared out the hospital because of COVID-19. They cleared it out because they don't want it spreading throughout the hospital. So a majority of hospitals are actually, my local, I can tell you right now, I literally just went to the doctor. The hospital's empty. The ICU is not. And the ICU is where we don't have enough beds. The ICU is the only thing we have for COVID if you need it. Otherwise, you're sent home. So it's one of those situations where it's media does sensationalize things. They'll grab like, look at how many people are here. Yeah, that happened, but it's not as bad as it is. Hospitals in general are empty, but they're emptied on purpose because of social distancing. They sent a lot of the patients that were at the hospitals home because it was safer to be home than to be at the hospital where people with actual COVID are coming in regularly. So it's a messed up situation. There's a lot of misperceptions out there. I can only speak locally. My hospitals, the visitors, it's empty because the beds are empty because the only people they're taking in are ICU units or ICU people, or obviously those like cancer patients, stuff like that have to be there for certain reasons. But yeah, so I'm not gonna say it. I know that you believe it's fake and everything. I don't know anyone who's personally died from it yet. I know I'm aware of people that are related to people that I know that have died from it, but no one that I personally know has died from it. So all I can say is that the idea, this is where you don't follow the media. You need to follow like the CDC. You need to follow the World Health Organization. Don't pay attention to the media. Media sensationalizes everything. They're just trying to get clicks. They're trying to get viewers. If you just pay attention to the facts of the CDC and the World Health Organization, you realize the shortages on ventilators, the shortages on N95 masks, the shortages on beds in terms of the ICU unit, specifically the ICU unit, because the intensive care unit isolates you from everything else. So they want to isolate you if you have COVID-19 and you're having respiratory issues and you can't breathe and you need to be intubated. They want to isolate you in a room. And there's only so many of those rooms in every hospital. And what we have discovered in the United States, and we've known this for a while, Bill Gates preached about this a while ago, the intensive care units in our hospitals are way too small. They're way too small. We should have like 50 to 100 beds in every hospital. We don't. Most intensive care units are 10 to 12 beds per hospital. You could have a hospital with 1,000 beds in it, and there's only 12 intensive care unit beds. Only 12 rooms that can be isolated and ventilate. Think about that. Only 12 ventilators for a 1,000-bed hospital. That's crazy. But that's the way it is in the U.S. Like in my area, a lot of people are sent to Sacred Heart because they have 12 ICU beds. The other hospitals have 5. There's 3 other hospitals. They have 5 ICU beds. So a lot of people get sent to Sacred Heart because they have twice the amount of ICU beds. It's crazy. It's crazy how poorly set up the hospitals are for a pandemic because they don't have ICU beds available. They just don't. It's not built into the system. It's stupidly. It's a problem we self-created. We self-created this issue by thinking we were never going to have to deal with anything that was going to require more ICU beds than what we have. Because in general, we don't need more ICU beds. On a day-to-day basis, when there's no pandemic going on, we don't need, those beds aren't always full. There's usually always a room available. Usually always one ICU bed in some hospital locally that's available. But because of COVID-19, there's not. There's 5,000 plus people in critical care right now that are in ICU beds. There's not. There was something like 100,000 ICU beds in the whole U.S. So you could see how a place like New York, which doesn't have 100,000 of those beds, would be easily overwhelmed. An average hospital in New York, I think, had like 17 ICU beds. This is on average. This isn't, there's some hospitals that might have 100. I have no idea. So like the hospitals are empty. They're empty on purpose. That's all I can say to that. I'm not going to like get into the video and stuff. It's just, we got to wait. I had a debate with my dad about this today, about COVID-19. And we're all social distancing. We're doing what we're supposed to do, whatever. It is what it is. You'd rather be safe than sorry. It's one of those situations like you don't know what to believe. But you know what? If you can't work because your work isn't letting you work or you've been laid off or you're fired or whatever the case might be, like I am, and you're stuck at home and you got your kids and you got to do, school's canceled, you got to do all the school stuff, you might as well just be precautious because it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt me to be cautious. I don't have an option to work anyways besides YouTube. So it's not going to hurt to take precautions and just be safe. And then, over time, things will come out. The truth will come out. The numbers will come out. What the numbers are, what the death toll really is, what this is, how deadly it was it blah, 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 blah. Everything will come out eventually. But for now, you'd rather be safe than sorry. So that's the way I kind of view it, as just rather be safe than sorry. Yes, there is a severe lack of ICU beds. I've actually known this for a while because my grandfather died in an ICU bed 2 years ago. And when I went to Sacred Heart, because that's where he was sent to, I was shocked when I asked the nurse. I'm like, okay, so I'm in the intensive care unit. How many beds you got here? 12? And they're like, yeah. Is there any more in the hospital? No. How many people can be in this hospital? Like, how many rooms do you have? We have 720 something or whatever. But why do you only have 12 intensive care unit beds? We just only have 12 intensive care units. That's all. She had no response. Like, we just only have 12. Like 700 plus beds, but only 12 intensive care unit beds. Like that's just, it seems baffling to me because like intensive care unit is like, hey, you might die if we don't put you in isolation. Is basically what that means, and don't treat you with ventilation. Like they don't do ventilation in a standard hospital room. They do it in intensive care units. I mean, they'll do it in the room and take you to an intensive care unit as one of it. It's crazy. It's stupidly crazy. So like, I don't think COVID-19 is fake. I just think that media sensationalizes things. It's deadly. You should be precautious. You should take precautions. You should do it. We don't have a treatment for it, a reliable treatment anyways. You should take precautions. You should do everything you should to avoid getting it. You should, if you're immunocompromised or other things, or have family. My mom is immunocompromised. My grandfather's immunocompromised. My fiance's dad is immunocompromised. Like, we need to be careful. We don't want them to get it. They are high risk to have something bad happen. So absolutely take precautions. But, it's one of those, we don't, you're never going to know the truth of it. I'm not conspiracy theorying this. This is just, we have, in my lifetime that I can remember, there has never been a pandemic issued. There's been epidemics. There's been SARS and other things. There's been epidemics. Never a pandemic. Pandemics worldwide. I've never seen this in my life. Isn't there an overreaction? I don't know. But be safe anyways. Don't be stupid. Just don't be stupid. Because what if it's worse? Like, there's always maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. But what if it's worse than what it sounds? Like, we don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a researcher. I'm not a medical professional. I don't actually know how bad this is. I only know what the CDC, the World Health Organization tell me, and then obviously there's the media spewing whatever they want to spew. I don't have any idea. It is out of my field of expertise. All I'm going to do is that's why I follow people like Dr. Mike. Like, hey, if he tells me that we should be precautious, we should take precautions, N95 masks matter, the other masks don't really make a difference. Okay, I believe that crap. Like, why? I have no reason not to. He's got no reason to lie to me. He wants to save lives. He wants to make sure that people understand what's really going on, and he only takes information from the CDC and the World Health Organization. He doesn't, trust in anything CNN or Fox News. He's like, screw that shit. Here's what I know because I'm someone on the field dealing with it. So yeah, I like. That's why I appreciate Dr. Mike and others like him. Not the people that go on to some of the TV shows. You have Dr. Phil. Like I don't really care about that crap. He's a psychiatrist. He don't know about this shit. He ain't treating COVID. He's a psychiatrist. Whereas like Dr. Mike is a family practitioner. Like he is in the field administering tests, dealing with this. He knows it. He's seen it. He's trained on it. He's on the conference calls. He's talked to the task force from the government. Blah 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 blah. So, it's new. This is a new thing. I don't want to undersell it. I don't want to oversell it. But be safe. Don't be stupid. Better to be safe than sorry. It's better to take all the precautions than to see one of your family members potentially die. Always been my take. Always will be my take. Because I don't know what else to do. We've never seen anything. I've never seen things shut down like this. I've never seen a pandemic issued. This is just insane to me. I don't know how to react other than, you know what? Just do what you should be doing. Don't throw coronavirus parties and do dumb stuff. Because you don't want to regret it. I mean, it's pretty like there's a stimulus being given out, but the government hates giving people money. So like the fact that we're getting money, I mean, it's crazy. This whole thing is just crazy. I don't understand. I'm not going to pretend to understand everything. I don't. On the bright side, we've had a lot of toilet paper memes, as I'm looking at a toilet paper meme right now. Trading for a Nintendo Switch. Don't try and lowball me. I know what I've got here. Four rolls of toilet paper. Remember, Switch is sold out right now. Switch is sold out in the U.S., but so is toilet paper in a lot of places. So don't try to lowball me. I know what I got here. Oh my God, I'm putting that up on Twitter right now. I'm like, come on. It's pretty funny. Come on. I mean, there's so many memes, but that's like the first Switch one I've seen related to it. It's hilarious. That was great. Like, seriously, I still can't believe that. Trading for a Nintendo Switch. Don't try and lowball. Man, no one got here. Does that even pop it up for you guys? I don't know how well it's focusing. Sometimes, like, a bright screen pointer at a camera doesn't focus very well. That's hilarious. Oh, man. How do you reckon the economy is going to be? I mean, the economy is in the toilet right now. It's going to be in the toilet for a while. There's some businesses that aren't going to survive this because the landlords aren't letting them have free rent or whatever. Like, it's all messed up. The world will be different, but I don't know that people are going to change from it. But there'll be some businesses that don't exist anymore. There'll be a bounce back. The bounce back will be longer than 9/11 took. When 9/11 happened in the U.S., the bounce back didn't take nearly as long. Like when we had that crash and the housing market crash and everything crashed, like We bounced back, I think, relatively okay from that. I think the bounce back from this is going to take a little longer because this is a nationwide stoppage for like everything. I mean, sports are stopped. Like everything is stopped. So it's going to take a little bit to recover. Sports will recover faster. But like everyone's normal daily lives, the economy, it's going to take a little longer to bounce back. But it'll bounce back. It always does. It'll bounce back. It's crazy, though. What's crazy is gas prices. I haven't seen gas under $2 in, God, I don't even know if it was under $2 when I turned 16. And that was back in 2003. Jeez. And it still hasn't, like, I don't remember it being under $2 back then. And it's like at $1.20 something in my area. And it might go, I mean, is it going to go under $1 per gallon? It's crazy. Like, I've never seen the economy dip this bad. It's insane. Like, absolutely insane. Like, this is like third world country pricing on gas. And it hasn't affected the prices of anything else yet. But, I mean, I'm sure if things keep going this way, everything will get cheaper, which is good in some ways, but bad in other ways because it means that people aren't buying things because no one has any money. The Australian dollar is effed. Yeah, I don't know why the U.S. dollar is an F. Like, how are we giving people the stimulus package? We're just printing more money. Let's just print more money. That solves everything. I mean, in the short term, it helps people, but in the long term, it's like it also creates inflation. So in the long term, it hurts. But in the short term, I guess it's you're trading a quick fix solution for a more long term. I don't know. We're getting into politic crap. Stop. Let's talk about something else. At least the Xbox Mother effing Series X won't be delayed, nor will the PlayStation 5 apparently. Both Sony and Microsoft have come out to say they will not be delayed. Will there be a low stock? Probably. Will it take a few months before any of us can really realistically get it, unless we have one of the few pre-orders in? Absolutely. But they're not going to miss their launch date. It's holiday. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are dead in the water. They're going to release them with however much stock they can get out. I just want to know when's the next PlayStation? What's the PlayStation 5 reveal event, like a real reveal event, going to happen? Don't give me that game developers conference crap. I streamed that. It's one of my most popular videos in the last month. I streamed it. I streamed the reveal, quote unquote reveal, from GDC. Wasn't that great? Let's just be honest. It wasn't a great presentation. It's great for developers, which is what it was aimed at. But like, Sony also knew, while it was aimed at developers, it's the first time the public saw anything. So I don't know. You guys tell me what's up with that. Saudi Arabia and Russia, dude, it's crazy. And I think the government did a bailout of the oil. I don't know. Again, politics. No more politics. I don't want to talk about politics. No more politics. I don't want to talk about politics. What do you think Animal Crossing sales are for worldwide, considering the high sales in Japan? Well, Japan is at 2.6 million, 2.7 million, somewhere in there. I think it's 2.6 million. Worldwide, after 2 weeks, worldwide through March, I'm gonna figure worldwide sales are probably screw it. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go 10 mil. 10 mil. Animal Crossing New Horizons, 10 million. End of March details. When Nintendo does their investors meeting for the end of the fiscal year, 10 million. Because Nintendo's got an investors meeting at the end of this month for the end of the fiscal year. 10 million. 10 million. And Super Swirl 101. As an FYI, Animal Crossing was bigger than Zelda. It's been bigger than Zelda for a while. Animal Crossing's New Leaf sold more copies than any Zelda game had ever sold until Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is crazy. No Zelda game, I mean, it doubled up the best-selling Zelda game of all time. Breath of the Wild is insane. Before Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing New Leaf outsold every single Zelda game ever. So Animal Crossing, by default, was more popular than Zelda. But you just don't get an Animal Crossing game as often as you get a Zelda game. Zelda games come around pretty frequently in comparison to Animal Crossing. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. The sales, I mean, it might not have sold 10 million. I don't know. I mean, it's insane. I don't know what Animal Crossing Horizons sold. It's insane because we don't have any idea on digital sales. You have to assume digital sales are a little higher this time around in comparison to physical because of everything going on. But who really knows what's happening? It's insane. It's going to be insane. It's going to continue to be insane. $15 million. I don't think it sold $15 million in March. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know what digital sales are. What if digital sales outpaced physical sales? I don't know. Switch sales are going to be insane for March too. Yeah, April is going to suck for Switch. But March is going to be insane. March is going to do 2-3 months of data. I don't know. Are you trying to say that NTDOF is down? I mean, of course it's going to be down. Everything's down worldwide pretty much. Yeah, it's down. But that's the thing. Like, everyone's down. The stock market's down everywhere. It doesn't matter how insane the sales were in March. We're in April now. It's going to be down. That's no doubt there. What I think is a little crazy, if you go to the 1 month data, Nintendo's still really high for the month. Like, March 16th, they were at $301 USD. As of April 3rd, they're at $382. So, like, they're way up from what a stock was going for on March 16th. So it could be down, but that drop is so minimal compared to where they were as of March 16th. Because what happened after that? Animal Crossing. So yeah, that Nintendo's still way ahead. That drop is nothing for where their stock was like literally like 2 weeks ago. 2-part question. You think Switch Pro will still be a thing? Yes. It won't be this year, though. With everything going on, it's not this year. They can't even make enough Switches. There's no way. If there was any shot for Switch Pro to come this year, COVID-19 ended that. Switch Pro is 2021, period. You think next-gen Nintendo will also be a hybrid? I hope it is. I don't know. Predicting Nintendo and what Nintendo is going to do with hardware is always unknown. I don't know. I would like to think they're going to keep with the Switch brand and do a Switch 2, a legit Switch 2, just like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I'm hoping they're going to do a legit Switch 2 for next gen. I hope that is what they're going to do. But I don't know. Nobody knows. Nintendo, I don't even know what Nintendo knows. Like, Nintendo does crazy crap, so I have no idea what's going to happen. But I hope that's what's going to happen. I hope they realize they don't really have a lot of competition and they own the market they're in. They should stay in that market. But we'll see. Trying to predict Nintendo's future in hardware is like playing a game of craps at the casino. You guess a number, you hope you're right, but you don't really know what's going to happen when you shake those dice. Let's see here. Nate Dogg, you getting Retromania Wrestling when it drops? I'm bummed because it's going to feel bootleg to me because it did not get the WET/WWE roster. No, I'm not getting it. You just downloaded WWF WrestleFest on my Galaxy Fold. Still an awesome game. Nice. Switch. Nintendo Switch RTX. Switch Pro, $400. I think a Switch Pro is going to come next year. I'll be interested to see if they don't ever do a Switch 2 and they just keep iterating, but I don't know. All right, it doesn't look like we're going to get that donation I was hoping to get to finish this tequila. I'll lower the price one last time on the tequila. We'll go $10 to finish off this tequila. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream here. And it's not $10 to continue the stream. I'm ending the stream anyways. It's almost 10 p.m. I got to go hit the hay. My kids will be up at like 6, 7 in the morning. But it's either $10 or this goes down the drain. I'm cool if it goes down the drain. Doesn't bother me. I'll give you guys a few minutes just because we got 5 minutes left on the stream here, and obviously things are crazy around here right now. Things are so crazy, and there's a stream delay of like a minute. I can't remember. It's pretty long, even though I have it set to low latency. Minimum stream delay doesn't matter. There's still a big stream delay on YouTube. A 5. Well, how many zeros is that? Hold on. We got 1,000, million, billion, $5 billion donation. Dude, someone donates $5 billion to me. I'll get 3 video outs a day, every day for the rest of my life. Guarantee. 3 videos a day, every day of the rest of my life. That's the maximum you can do on YouTube, by the way, if you want notifications. 3 videos a day, every day for the rest of my life. On schedule. There will be a schedule. If someone donated 5 billion. That's like set for life. Set for my kids and my kids and my kids and my kids' kids' life. $5 billion, Jesus. It's a lot of money. It's okay if we don't get the 10. It doesn't matter. I'll go dump it out. Not a big deal. Taking the top off either way. Getting ready to dump her. On another stream, my man. Yeah. So Armando Medina, in case you don't know, I can't do shots on my live streams for the rest of this year. We have a family member staying with us, with whom we can't have alcohol in the house. I don't want to really go beyond that. It gets personal. Someone we're taking care of, but we can't have alcohol in the house. So I needed to get rid of the alcohol. And that's why these are all empty now. The wine bottle's empty. It's all going into recycling and out of the house. And this is it. This is the only alcohol that's left in the house, is this little bit right here. So it either goes now during the stream, or I'm dumping it out. It has to go tonight. I have to get rid of it. Like, I literally legally have to get rid of it. So it either goes in my belly tonight or it goes down the drain. And I'm cool either way. I originally was just going to dump it all, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm streaming. We'll do one last stream where we try to get rid of everything, and if we don't, we don't. Not a big deal. Will you be able to get that band you and Eric are working on with that game? Probably not. I joke about selling it, but you need a liquor license. No, I ain't selling it. And I don't want to. I'm trying to stay away from people, remember? It's cool. It's cool. We got a few minutes left. I doubt we're gonna get that $10 super chat or donation in, but that's cool. I'll go dump it. It'll be all good. Garage sales selling beer. Yeah, there's no way that could be illegal. There's no way it's illegal to sell beer or your garage. Not saying people aren't doing it, but there's also less cops out there. I don't know if you know, because of COVID, there's police are still out there, but there's just less of them. They've lowered the patrol. To be fair, there's less people out in general, so they probably don't need as much of a patrol, but people aren't getting busted. Although if you're putting it on YouTube, I think it'd be pretty easy to bust you. Literally, there's video evidence you're publicly posting that you're doing it. But all right, we got 2 minutes to go here. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I guess I can go through the shout-outs here on the super chats and donations we've had to this point. Because we had quite a few tonight compared to usual. Started with $5 Canadian from Corey Bohm. We had a $1 super chat from Joy-Con Nation. A $1 super chat. Wait, that was... Oh, are these in order? These are weird. Okay, I don't feel like these are in order, but... we had a $5 Canadian super chat from Corey Bohm. A $1 super chat from Joy-Con Nation. A $1 super chat from myself, so I could do a wine shot. Hey, we had a $20, $19.99. I only said 10. I'm surprised that you did the $19.99. Thank you, Y2 Wrestling. Seriously, like legit. Thank you. Because that was that was my reduced price for the shot originally. And you came through. Oh man, I spilled some. Dang it! I don't want my office smelling like tequila. Where's my? Oh, here we go. Let me get my disinfectant wipes out. I'm wiping this crap up right now, man. I ain't have my office smell like tequila. Yuck. I'd rather it smell like Lysol. This is whatever. This is a dollar store disinfectant. I was wiping that up. I spilled a little bit. It wasn't that much, but it spilled on my mouse pad. So it's like one of those super absorbent mouse pads. I need to get a new one. This one's actually pretty gross, to be honest. After this COVID stuff clears, I need to replace this. I know there's a bunch of my germs soaked into this thing. All right. I'll read your thing in a second. Let me do this quick and get out of the way. Cheers, man. Thank you so much for ending the stream that way. Ooh. So you said, great stream, Nate. Hope you and your family are safe. I also got to play the ARMS theme song. No, I'll play that ARMS theme song for you while I finish shouting out all the donations tonight. Because, hey, you donated. And, it is one way to extend the stream. If you get more donations in and keep requesting songs, I'll keep going until the song requests stop. But the Arms theme song is 2 minutes 53 seconds long. So let's play that. Stop it. I'll turn it down here. All right. Arms character coming to Smash. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. It didn't hit me. My reaction to it's not as bad as before because I'm clearly buzzing. Let me get this up. We got $5 Canadian from Corey Bone, $1 from Joy-Con Nation, $1 from myself so I can get that wine shot in that I wanted to do back then. $2 from Corey Bone. $2 from Sonic Man, the best. We have a $30 Canadian donation from Corey Bone, which was like $21 USD. We had a $19.99 donation from Brian C, where he didn't even want me to do shots or anything, so that was just a straight up $20. I did a shot for him anyways, just didn't do tequila. Corey Bone with a $2 Canadian. We had Y2 Wrestling with a $4.99 dollar. We had Corey Bone again with another. How much is that for Corey? 2, 4, 6, 11. Man, he hit $41 Canadian. Good for him. We had $10 direct donation from 151 Kina. I still don't know who that is. They didn't even speak in the chat, so I don't know who that was. But thank you so much, by the way. I love my main donators and all that. But it's really cool when like people I don't know, like Brian C and 151 Kina, come through. Like, you guys are new to my streams, or at least new to donating on my streams. So it's cool to see new names in the list. Matthew Campos, his sponsorship renewed during the stream. So did Robert Smith's sponsorship, so shout out to those guys. Those are $5 sponsors by hitting the join button. So if you hit the join button on the channel, that's how you become a sponsor. That's how you become part of the Prime family. Those sponsorships renewed. It was automatic renewal for them. Renewed during the stream. So they weren't here, but I want to give them a shout out anyways. And to all of our sponsors and all of our patrons, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. That's regular support I get every month that I really appreciate. We got Joe Prosco hit us with a $5 donation. Thank you, Joe, so much. And then obviously we just had that $19.99 donation from an iPhone, I assume, from Y2 Wrestling to finish off the bottle. Although technically there's a smidge in there. If someone wants to hit me with a $1 super chat, I'll finish off that smidge. Look at that. I'll pour it in here, preemptively assuming we'll get that $1. There is a smidge. However much you think a smidge is, that's how much tequila was left in the bottle after pouring that last shot. A smidge. There's a smidge in there. Armando Medina, thank you so much for being here, man. Super Swirl 101. Good thing about Arms. And that is the end of that. All right. Sonic Man wanted to ask one thing before I go. Why do they run like modern Sonic and Animal Crossing with their hands? I don't know. Why do they run like that? Like, we run like this, right? Like, that's how people run. Why do they run like with the hands behind them? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not going to pretend to understand. But that's okay. That's all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was real. It's been fun. I'm going to assume that $1 is not coming. That's okay. You know what? This is for you guys being awesome. I'll just finish it up. Oh. That wasn't good. But I owed you guys. Because you guys are awesome. You guys have been awesome this whole stream. Asian dude, I can't handle all. Oh, man. I can handle a lot of booze. It's a problem. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are amazing. I have an amazing community. I know my videos don't always perform the best. But you know what? I do this because I enjoy it. So thank you guys. Again, who knows? Maybe by Christmas we'll end up with another drinking stream. Maybe I could pull off another one if I'm not at home. But that's it. There'll be no more drinking streams the rest of the year. I'm gonna have to find other ways to convince you guys that I'm worth giving money to. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna get the eggs out and start smashing myself in the face with them. Punish myself. Get egged. Get TP'd. Oh no. Will that cause an issue though? If I get TP'd during the stream, will that cause issue because of the value of toilet paper shooting through the roof? Maybe I should give away a roll of toilet paper for every $20 donation. Oh my gosh. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been fun. I'll catch you guys in my next video. I don't know when it's going to be. Maybe it'll be over the weekend. Maybe it won't be till Monday. I have no idea. I'm playing everything by ear because of the way things are going in my house right now. So thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I'll catch you in the next video. Shiny Ray 01, you came at the wrong time. Stream's over. Peace out.